How about to Marjorie?
I wonder what
Um,
my answer is gonna be. Surely not similar to Ryan's. Hmm.
hmm,
Surely not Anisimus. Hmm.
th- that's why it's just
Okay,
kind of funny for the ending.
let's bring it back. Let's get our shit together. Hey, y'all. So I want to bring up a couple things. First and foremost, we're going to be converting over to 2024. I've done my extensive research. Okay. I'll be meeting with each of you individually. Where we kind of going through like a pseudo character creation. We will be doing it at the next level up. So for now, we're going to be doing 2014. At the next level up, we're going to be, you guys essentially have a chance to respec your entire character, right? That includes class, that includes whatever you want to do. You get a chance to build your character from the ground up at level 5, all right, using 2024 rules. For homebrew class stuff, whether it's a class or a subclass, we'll get together. I have done my research on every single one of your builds. We can kind of go over stuff. If you wanted to change anything, now is the time. If you're like, hey, we've been playing for 17 sessions, I think I would rather be this class or this subclass. That's totally fine. We don't have to make it this huge thing in universe before you make the change. We can make the change and then ex post facto kind of discuss the narrative elements of it. For those of you that have subclasses that are not yet ported over to 2024, I'll also be getting with you all. I have been doing my extensive research and I've been looking at a lot. I've found ways to go ahead and convert them on over. Additionally, similar to y'all, if y'all want to switch your subclass, now's the time. You guys essentially have a full, hey, priest trainer, I would like to respect my talents type shit. Okay? That's what y'all are gonna get at your next level up. Includes everything. The only thing that must stay the same is your inventory. That's it.
Slip.
That's it. Your inventory. It's the only thing that's gotta stay the same. Oh, and your species.
Except for
That's
except
it.
for me, who gets the legendary magic item, right?
No,
Ah,
maybe. I don't know. I'm not a cop.
What
But
if our species doesn't have a 2024 version? It would just keep the species. Does it not matter
that
much?
same thing, same thing.
Cool.
I'll convert it on over. We'll get all squared away. Most species don't really need a conversion because they're pretty solid from what I've been looking at, what I've been researching. Most of them aren't going to need a conversion because the only thing that would affect it is certain spells. Everything else plays the same. So, unless your species miraculously got affected by a change of a spell that's so significant, it's pretty much going to be the same.
Okay, I'll
All
just do a
right.
sea of blade work got to change.
Yep. But we are going to go ahead and get started. So, any questions, comments, concerns before we jump right into session 17?
How is everyone?
Good. Very good. Very nice. All right, gang. Let's jump into it. Back in music. Good to see you. All right. We begin session tonight early in the morning. It's been not too long since the events of last session. I'll recap them as such. You guys taking on a job for the Fighters Bowl, and essentially a fighting esque guild full of martial combatants. You all were sent there to incapacitate and retrieve Dodo Gama, or affectionately known as Dodo, one of the beasts used in the fighting pits that warriors fight for fame, glory, and fortune. As you arrived there was a fight that ensued. And throughout the fight, the creature was killed. Not being able to transport it back alive, you did take a lesser reward for it, but you decided to go ahead and continue on with another job that has already been picked up. Learning about the Iron Fang Guild, a guild, one of the 3 mercenary companies here in the continent, learning about that they had a cursed shipment that arrived, and one of their sergeants has lost his mind, succumbing to the shadows and the whispers that control him. You all met with Shade, the lieutenant of the Iron Fang Guild. She told you that these items were given to the sergeant, and while the dagger has been recovered, the two other standard issued items, the leather and the short sword, are still missing. Gathering some ramblings from the sergeant about a shadowed blade, about turning left, not right. I have to look at my notes. You decided to take the dagger, bringing it to one enchanter, Vendrick Solara. Whereupon he took a look at it and informed you that the ritual used to enchant these items are very potent. In fact, while the dagger itself might not be too difficult to dispel, the use of this ritual would thereby potentially make the other two items grow vast in power, their stockpile being split from 3 into 2 instead. For now, you've convinced Lieutenant Shade to have the dagger, and while posting up in the Gilded Harp for the night, you set watches aplenty, made sure no one came in or came out. And in the morning, the cursed dagger still in your possession, you all set onward. One other thing of note is that from the fight with the Dodogama, it spit out this earthen vambrace, a powerful magic item that even left the usually blind Marjorie able to see it for a brief moment in time. You learn that this is an armament, still dormant, and still weak in power. However, its attunement is unavailable to you all at the present time. Vendrick telling you that a trial must be overcome. But nevertheless, you have a few leads. You know that Hograt, the Goblin Guild's blacksmith, is missing. Been missing for quite some time now. The mutterings from Sergeant Phelps, and the nature of the ritual used to enchant the items. But the morning is yours. You can either choose to explore these leads, or you can choose to split up and do what you'd like, or you can choose some other of the myriad different paths that lie before you. It is here we'll begin, and I'll pass it all to you all as you finish breakfast this morning. The plates are taken from your table, and Cedric, you still have this tin iron box keeping the dagger in front of you at all times. What are you guys doing?
I think the plan is we go to where that guy was staying, the guy who lost his mind, or find out where he last was seen, because he gave us a hint of left but not right. If we look around where that is, we might be able to figure out like where he hid the other one, because it might still be there. In worst case, we might find stuff in his abode that might give us hints.
How sleepy am I, by the way?
You're pretty sleepy, bro. You stayed the whole night up sitting on top of a cursed dagger.
Matt, I hate to do this, but I'm useless. He just kind of slumps on top of the chest, half asleep.
Well, it looks like we probably don't have him. Yeah, I guess we should check out his place. We should probably also find out more details about the blacksmith. I mean, these are weapons and armor, and I mean, the blacksmith missing is suspicious. Considering that, I don't know what he has to do with it, but it's suspicious. Coincidental,
idea.
maybe.
That's an option, yes.
Are we staying as a group, or are we splitting up?
I'd be down for splitting up.
If we split up and they come for the dagger, we will be less prepared to defend ourselves.
True. Do you think they'll come for us during the day?
Who's to say?
Who's to say? Um. Yeah. What does everybody else think? I don't mind splitting up, but we're worried about getting attacked or something.
What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, one of those dragons could just rock up at any moment, so.
Done that a couple.
Yeah, but the problem is the more they learn about us, I think the more they're gonna find out that we don't actually have what they need. I think we've survived this long because they think we have something they need, but we just don't. The closer they come to realizing that, I think the more danger that we're in.
Maybe they realize that we sent us to the reveal because one, they're bad, of course, but also we cannot slay the dragon for them. But anyway, I think we are a little safer during the day. People around, it's more obvious. If they attack us, we just step outside, and then now everybody's involved. So maybe split up and then make sure we reconvene before it gets started.
Sure. Who wants to go where? AJ, do we know where the blacksmith, like, where his place is that he was?
Where his
And
house?
is it, like, yeah, I suppose his house, did he work, like, in the...
So here is 14 is the Iron Fang
Yep.
hold.
Yep.
He has a small little house in this general area. Small, like near the
Gotcha.
farm. This is a farmhouse, but it's in this general, like, area right here.
And whereabouts the dude who lost his mind, whereabouts is his house near there, or is it...
He lives in the residential areas over here.
Okay. Yeah, so it is worth splitting up because they are in two separate places. So
So two separate places, but they're also not that far apart, which is something to keep in mind,
Sure.
I think.
Yeah, that's a decent distance. If something happens, then the other group is not going to make it in time to do anything.
Oh no, absolutely, but it's just something to keep in mind of. His house was here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, where are we right now? Because it might be on the way, and then we don't need to split up. We just go there, and then I'll go to the other. Where
I
are we
mean,
right
I
guys are
think
in Gilden
regardless
Hart?
of where we are, it's kind of on the way because, like, if
You
we're
guys are in Gilden
anywhere
Hart,
else
you're
in
in
the
the cut.
city, yeah, we're all the way over there.
Yeah, so
So
it might just makes more sense to go to where he is and then go to the blacksmith. We're gonna because by the time we're done with one, the people are halfway to get there anyway.
Sure, let's go as a group then. We'll go to his place first, and then we'll go to the blacksmith after.
Cool, so we're all staying as a group.
I believe so, unless anybody has any objections.
Is Cedric coming? I asked because he said he was useless earlier.
I could come. Anyone have a big backpack? I could just, curl up in there and just, you know what I'm saying? Just 15 minute snooze on the walk.
I was
like
like
to try.
Cassian.
What's wrong with him?
He stayed
Well, you
up all
said-
night watching the dagger.
Which,
in
by
case
the
somebody
way,
came
we gotta
for it.
take that back pretty soon.
By
We
tonight, you have the whole
Yeah,
day.
make sure you don't forget that.
We did sleep in shifts. But he decided to stay up with it anyway. Also, who currently has the dagger, and are you prepared to keep it safe? Okay. Let's not have it with Sleepy Boy. Yes, somebody else, please. Cassian, have the dagger.
Sure.
Cool. It's
I haven't
cursed.
touched it,
Don't attune
so-
to it.
I'll do my
Um,
best.
And
Cool.
don't physically touch it.
Okay.
Do my best.
So where are we going
Simply
first?
just-
Ograt's or Sergeant Phelps' house?
Sergeant Phelps' house, I believe.
Okay. You guys step out of the Gilded Harp, and you see this large bronze dragon in the sky circling around the city. There, you can see a small bead, someone on its back, the rider. You witnessed this dragon before. It's had a saddle attached to the back, and presumably someone's taking it for a morning quick exercise flight around the city. But before long, it crests over the west, goes over the large stone walls, and lands in a tuft of grass unbeknownst to you, and the still mysterious rider slides off of it. You all head to Sergeant Phelps' house. As you all arrive there, it's still early morning, but you see that the house is well kept. It's a home. You see there are flower pots outside, but they probably haven't been watered in a couple of weeks now. Wilting slightly, some even almost dead. There's a small set of maybe 2 or 3 wooden stairs that lead up to the door and a wraparound porch around this house. You all arrive there. One of you gingerly knocks on the door. And as the door opens, you see a man. He has a disheveled, like 6 o'clock shadow at this point. His eyes are bags, his hair is tousled, and he opens the door a crack. Hello?
Hello,
Read
friend.
it. Thank you.
Can I help you?
Look, yes, we are doing a job for the place of employment for the person who resided here. We are told to see if we can find anything to assist the investigation.
Oh. Yes, you're here for Dorn.
Is that the guy's name?
Dorn Phelps, Sergeant Dorn Phelps.
Yes, the Mr. Pet. Yes.
And so, you see that the man opens the door slightly. He steps outside. He closes it. I've already told the guild everything about my husband. I'm not sure. Karina with bangs? Hell yeah!
Yeah, I was gonna say
Let's
she's looking
go.
good.
Yeah.
Damn.
Cute.
Select the session.
He goes, I've told the Iron Fang Guild everything I could about my husband. I'm not sure what questions you have for me if I can answer them, but I'll try my best.
Well, we were able to get some information, and we believe that the possible cause for what happened to him might still be in the building.
Okay.
Would you allow us to have a look around?
Give me a persuasion check.
Okie dokie. Oh, that's a nat 2 for a 10.
Nat 2.
For a 10.
Total 10. He goes, I'm not really comfortable with that. I mean, the guild sent a bunch of people rummaging through here not too long ago. I don't think there's going to be anything you're going to find.
There is a possibility that if it is here, what happened to him could begin to spread. There's a bit of an area to it. We just want to
It's
assist.
not- I know, but it's not here.
Is there anywhere in the city that he liked to go, somewhere he would go if he lost his mind and wanted to keep something safe? Just, off the top of your head, like anything, somewhere that means a lot or somewhere that is just somewhere he would think would be safe.
There's a pub that he always would go to after a job with some of the boys. The Unnatural Raven. He's close with the owner there.
That's something.
All right. Is there anything else that you feel might be important that you can tell us, even if it's small? Because the sooner we solve this, maybe we might be able to help you.
Even if it was insane ramblings that don't make any sense.
No, he seemed fine. When I heard what happened, I didn't believe it. No, he didn't seem any different at all.
All right. Well, we might come back. If there is, if we come back and then anything of anything new, please let us know. And if you happen to find something that you don't recognize in your home, don't touch it, and please try to find us.
Okay. Yes,
And
yes.
sorry,
This person we're talking to, it's his husband.
Yep.
Are they wearing any religious memorabilia? Is this from? No.
No, you can probably tell just from like the flower that has a light film over their clothes. They're a baker.
earlier when she like went outside and closed the door, was she doing it like to not let us see what's behind her?
No, he wasn't really doing anything like that. He just kind of like opened the door. Like y'all are strangers knocking on his door in the early morning.
Fair enough. Fair
You
enough.
know, he's just gonna open it and be like, "Yeah, what's up? What you need?" You know what I mean?
All right. And
Anyone got anything else?
alright, said where they would hide something. Could you tell us what time during the day you got the news of his event?
A page came in the middle of the night. They banged on the door, woke me up, and told me to come to the guild hall. They escorted me, and that's when.
And last question, just for checking. You haven't been having any strange dreams lately, have you?
No, I don't really sleep much lately
Is there a reason why, or because of what's happened?
because of what's happened.
Alright.
I want to like
Yeah, sorry,
politely
Paul.
jab Kay when he said that.
Hmm.
Like when Kay said this, like because of what happened lately, I just want to like lightly like elbow him. Come on,
What?
dude. Read the room.
Sorry.
Level attacked.
I thought I was being very tactical, and that's out of character. We appreciate your help. Sorry if I was a bit untactful. We wish you well.
AJ,
And likewise. Yeah,
is the body language very closed? Like, hey, you're just
absolutely.
saying-
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Nothing more.
Cool. Anything else before you leave this person's home?
Nah.
Okay. Have another lead. The Unnatural Raven Pub, where Dorn Phelps consistently was a regular at.
Do we know where that
Um,
is?
That is not too far from here. It'll probably be about like a 10-minute walk somewhere in this area as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess that's probably our next stop then.
Cool. You guys head straight to the Unnatural Raven Pub. As you are approaching, you see the after effects of a crazy night out. A couple of people asleep on the porch in front of the pub, their feet up, a hat over their head. Half quarter full drinks litter the table, mugs spilt. Just the smell of stale alcohol that's been, that's like our Halloween party, been emanating throughout the area. Gingerly opening the doors and entering in, you do see a couple of people getting the room back to its normal state. Waking people up early in the morning, like, hey, get up, splashes of water, and people mopping. This is a pub. It doesn't get much traffic in the early morning or early afternoons. It's usually a evening or a night out type place where you can slam a couple of beers back, enjoy your pubs, and or enjoy your drinks, enjoy some food, and just take the load off. You do see someone that's actually barking out orders consistently. She's very small, but she commands respect as she moves. You see this small gnome woman making her way. She takes a barrel of water and pours it on a patron who's face up on the ground. They wake up, they cough, they grab a drink, they Gary, drop a couple of coins on the floor, and she spots you all, along with a couple of waiters and wait staff here, some of the people that work here early in the morning. Hello. Don't believe we've met. Can I do you for anything? It's a bit early to be drinking, but I'm not one to judge.
That sounded like he was judging. Someone else want to take the lead on this one?
You did it. Hey, do you? Sorry, what was the commander's name?
Shade, Lieutenant Shade.
Yeah. Can I just? Sorry, we're following up. Do you know Lieutenant Shade?
Yeah, she's been in here a couple of times.
Wait, she's sorry. So the dude who's lost his mind.
Wasn't
That's
you.
the dude who.
Oh, Lieutenant
Huh?
Phelps. Lieutenant Phelps.
Lieutenant Phelps. Yeah. Wait, who's the? Sorry, I'm.
Shade.
You've completely lost me.
Sorry. Sergeant Phelps is the guy who lost his mind. Lieutenant Shade, she's the one that's like the point of contact for outsiders of the Iron Fang Guild.
Right. I'll say yeah. So we've been sent here by Lieutenant Shade. Do you know Sergeant Phelps?
Yeah, I know Dorn. Shane,
Yeah.
what happened to him? Heard he went off a couple of screws loose.
Yeah, he did. We're looking into it. There's some nasty business involved with some magic items and things like that. Did you speak to him at all? At any time, like recent, like when was the last time you saw him? I guess.
About a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I talked to him, yeah.
Did he say anything? Did he seem strange?
A bit. He came and paid off his debt. Dropped a whole sack of money on the table.
Okay. Interesting. Did he say anything strange? Did he go anywhere in here?
I came up, got his regular. He chatted for a bit, asked him how Flemeth was doing, and paid not just for the gold, gave me a sizable tip, and paid his debt off.
Oh. Was
If I'd
he?
known he had that much money, I would have charged him more.
Yeah. Do you know where he got the money? Did he say anything about? Surely that would raise like. Oh,
I mean, I figured,
where's the
he's
money?
in the Iron Fang Guild. These mercenary types, they got money to spare, from my understanding. I mean, they're sure as hell drinking up my wares.
Right. Okay. Well, was he wearing anything like the specific items that we think might have done this to him? There was like a shipment of like Iron Fang. Was he wearing any like? Did he have a dagger? Did he have some weapons with him?
He came in looking like he always does, but he did have a nice, snazzy suit of armor on. I say suit, but really it was. Now, I don't roll that way, but I mean, he was looking good.
Right. And he didn't stay in any of the rooms, or he just ordered a drink and then left?
Yeah, we don't really have any rooms, but yeah, just got his regular. We chatted for a bit, and then he paid his tab and his debt.
Okay.
You just paid it with coin?
Yep, quite a sizable amount too.
Interesting. There's nothing you can think of that he said that would be in any way strange or would indicate. We think that maybe some of those items he might have stashed them somewhere. You don't know where he would like put something for safekeeping if it wasn't his house.
I mean, give me an insight check, Rose.
Yeah.
Can I assist?
Ow. How do you assist on an insight check?
12.
12. You can tell that she's like, I don't know you fucks. That's one of my
Yeah.
regulars. He lost his mind. You obviously want to help. Yeah. She's like, I want to tell you something. She's like arguing in her head of like, what's the worst that could happen? And eventually she does come to that conclusion. I mean, a couple of my regulars, I got a lockbox for them in the back. You know, usually it's nothing, just some like coin stashed for a rainy day, or, you know, if they gamble too much here, then I'll take from there to pay out. Yeah, the letter was sealed.
Okay. I don't suppose you'll let us take it.
I mean, word gets out that I'm letting people into that lot.
I mean, also, word gets out that you didn't let us investigate that he lost his rocker, you know?
Good point. Come with me. You see, she walks to the back, and you guys in tow. She leads you down a cellar, and there's barrels of ale and wine that's aging. You also see in the cellar there's a small table with about 3-4 chairs and 3 sets of playing cards on the table. You can tell this is kind of where, you know, maybe the higher stakes games might be held here, like a poker room, like a player's room for poker. She takes you down, and underneath she goes to what looks to be almost a trap door. She goes to it. There's a little lock. Can you turn around so I have the key? Can't have you guys coming back here in the middle of the night and taking it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You turn around for like a second, 2 seconds. Okay, all done. You hear the click as the chain unlocks and she opens the trap door, reaching in and pulling out a lockbox. She opens it and there's just a single letter that's still signed with a gray wax seal on it, but there's no actual seal. So it looks like wax was burned on the letter, but there's no depression
There's no
of a seal.
press.
Mhm.
Weird.
Is there a person it's addressed to on it?
It's a folded letter, like the envelope is sealed. But you can tell just by looking at it, Rose, it's crinkled in the edges. This was resealed.
Resealed.
It was resealed.
So
So
someone
once it was
opened it.
opened, and then it was resealed with wax.
I'm just gonna look. You didn't open this, did you?
I Scout's honor.
Alright.
I didn't.
On my honor, I will.
All right, well that's fine. And then she just immediately opens it before he can object.
You open it,
Oops.
and as you pull the letter out, it's the best way I can describe it in its script is very thin ink. So it was written with the lightest of touches. It says a date, maybe about 2.5 weeks ago, at dusk. Shadowed Alley. Clear up your debts. Pay what you owe. Your next life starts now. And that's it.
Oh.
Phone?
That's a big thing right there.
Why did he reseal it? And why did he store it?
Maybe he
Okay.
wasn't the one who wrote it.
this- No, I assume he received it, but then he resealed it and put it away in his lockbox. Okay. This does actually help. I don't know in what way it helps, but it does help. It's something. You don't have any other details you can that might be. I'll say what was in the letter there. I guess this explains why he settled
well,
it.
it sounds like Dorn got mixed up with some bad folks. But he had a steady it doesn't make sense though. He had a steady gig, husband. I know they were talking about adopting,
Oh,
but I mean, doesn't make sense, really.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing kind of stinks. Yeah. I mean, as you've seen from him, these kind of items could really fuck someone up. So
Will take your word for it.
Hi.
yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do we know anything about him before coming to Endomeria? Is he local?
He's local, born and raised here, joined up on the Iron Fang Guild, and that was really the first time he got out of the city. Okay, anything else you guys want to do here at the Unnatural Raven?
Just a quick glance around. I want to see if there's like a thing that looks like a loose board. Like maybe he went back here to put the sword in here and decided like, well, I'm gonna hide it in the floor or something. Just anything
No,
like.
I mean right now you're in the cellar ground, and it's like it's just stone and dirt underneath.
Got
you.
it.
It's
So
like
this is a
added clay dirt. Yeah. Okay. Leaving the Unnatural Raven, you guys are met with a unique sight. You see about 8 azure blades belonging to the Crimson Scales. They're all walking in tow towards you guys, and you've seen them act. Like when they're in groups of 2 or 3, they're like but they're like at the attention, back straight, weapons at their side, and behind them is a towering 8.5, 9 foot tall red dragonborn. You see they're walking and they stop, they turn inwards, and they allow this natural path as this dragonborn with this long pike weapon. It maybe is about 7 feet, 8 feet tall, if not a bit bigger. Clad in this beautiful plate armor, these scales sticking out in between the ridges of the pauldron, the natural armor meshing with the actual manufactured one. Potions around their belt, and each of their steps with these massive clawed feet command power and respect. And all of them, they don't even look this person in the eye. They just look forward at attention. It's like if the president walked in. Commander at the ready! Attention! All the men stand, and you see this dragonborn walking towards this group. So, these are the whelps that my lieutenant has brought in to work with on our scaly situation.
Would look that way. Hi.
Ravens.
Now, you see the rest of you that he's stifling a smile. It's an honor to meet you. Thank you for joining in on the fight. From where do you hail?
You guys seen all of us or just her?
As a group, like as a group.
A bit from all over. You'll come from around.
So as good an answer as any.
I'm from Shilao.
I'll turn
Yes,
to
you do
Rose
have
like,
that look to you.
I just look at my sister.
You do have that look to you, don't you?
Uncle D, this is everyone. Everyone, this is Uncle D.
It's good to meet
Sorry,
you.
the gig's up, I guess.
Now, if you could do me a favor, stop yapping for a moment so I can inspect the people you travel with. I'm sure they've had enough of it. I know I already have. It kind of gives you a sly wink. He goes to UK, sticks one arm out. Unique armor. I hope it's fashioned well.
I'll reach out and do the warriors, like this one.
Grabs it.
It is. Dharma looks strong as well.
He goes over to you, Ark. Light-footed. You can rest on the heels of your feet. This isn't the combat, you know. He goes to you, Cass. Kind of sticks his hand out as well. Strong.
Shake it.
It's an arm worthy of the weapons you wield. He goes to you, Giannis. The intention. I enjoy it.
I just give a nod back in approval.
He steps over to you, Cedric, and I'm sure your hymns are very melodious.
You can't
You're
hear
muted,
you.
Juice.
Oh, wow, holy, oh my gosh. Well, hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I haven't had a chance to use them yet, and I appreciate your confidence. You are glorious, if I may say so.
Glorious is a new adjective to describe me. One that I not necessarily relish, but I don't dismay it either.
I'll take it. I'll take it. An honor to meet you.
And he just looks to you, Rose and Marjorie. What am I going to do with you?
Not let us get killed by dragons.
That would be appreciated.
Let you get killed?
Not let
No.
us.
You're here this far on your own. You can see the rest on your own.
Well, we could learn so much from you.
Yes,
Yes.
because I'm sure the two of you are going to be very adept warriors with mace or blade.
I think Kay will chuckle when he says that.
Your talents are elsewhere, places that I cannot fathom to breach. I've arrived early, and I have received reports that you all were in the city. I'm aware that you all are currently undergoing a method of money making. Understandable for those in your profession. I don't wish to interfere in that at all. It's just to extend a hand out. Look forward to working with all of you.
Feeling is mutual, my new friend.
So he gives a nod and he slowly walks through this column of 8 people. They turn, give another command, and they march around him in tandem. Anything you guys want to do there as you're seeing these azure blades leave?
I turn towards Rose. Do you think he liked your eyebrow piercing?
Oh, I forgot about that. I'm sure he doesn't. He's fine. He's not my dad.
By the way, it is scarring a little bit. I think the dagger he used was a bit too large.
I'm sure it's fine.
We
Here you
can
go,
get
let's
you
go
some
there.
saline solution. You should probably soak it for at least 5 minutes every night.
It's fine. It's no,
Infection is
prestidigitation
very
means you don't
deadly,
get infections.
Rosemary.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm sure prestidigitation does it though. It's fine.
I don't think it does.
Okay.
Um,
Where are you going next? Hograts?
yeah.
Okay. Heading over to this home, you see cobwebs starting to form on the edges of the wood, where the base railing meets the columns that go to the foundation of the shingles and the roof. Spiders and bugs dance around. Not like it's in squalor, just that it hasn't been kept for quite some time. Approaching the door, what do you all do?
Do we knock?
Yeah,
You
just
knock
need a
on
good
the
old
door.
knock.
You hear an echo through as some dust hits off of the door, but there's no answer after a quite long silence.
Can I try to open the door?
You open the door and it's locked. The handle doesn't really give.
Anybody pick locks?
Actually,
Break, yes. Pick, no.
maybe.
Are there people around?
Not really. It's like middle
there
of
a
the day on a Wednesday. Some motherfuckers working.
Is there a window around this on this building?
Yeah, there's a window down on the first floor. It's a 2-story home.
Can I try to open the window?
Yeah, you have to give, but it's also locked. Like, whatever you get the sense like whoever left this house here locked the house.
Caius, would you like to fix the lock?
Yeah. Problem. I will just try to.
No
Can
problem.
he pick locks?
no, no problem. No problem.
Oh,
You have
He's not a
tools?
rogue. He's not a rogue.
oh, I'll try to. I'll be like, yeah, sure, and like look at it, and be like, all right, how do I pick a lock?
How to pick a lock.
Okay,
How
I'm
to
gonna
pick
just
a
go
lock.
do it because
He's
I actually
Googling
can.
it.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
can.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, I have proficiency
give me like 2
with these
levels.
tools.
Ooh.
Cool. Give me a thieves tools check. So it's a D20, add your dexterity and proficiency bonus.
Okay, so it's +3.
Lock. L-O-Q. Lock.
LOQ?
16.
16. You unlock the door deftly, Giannis, as there's that click, as the tumblers turn, and the door naturally gives way, not opening, but just giving way as the pressure unleashes. Turning the door, you're able to push the handle in and enter inside. And as you do, you see that the house inside, not spotless, because while it is clean, it hasn't been lived in. You can tell that much. And that the cupboards are closed. There's not a dish in sight. There's not a piece of clothing that's discarded. Everything is organized. It's almost as if when you're going on vacation, you clean the house. So when you come back, it's the same as you left it.
But this guy's been gone so long that there's like webs everywhere. And
On
it's
the
dusty.
outside, not on the inside. It's dusty. Yeah, he's been gone for like a month. Don't enter a house for a month. Just look at what happens over 1 month of like just life hitting it.
I'll look around. As I go around, I'll like knock on the walls to see if there's any hollow walls, and I'll.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, okay.
And I head around and just same thing. I just want to look for anything that looks out of place.
Yeah.
I also do that.
Or. Someone
We
else
can just get a
open-
group investigation check. We'll get a group investigation check then, just to make it easy.
Good
I
idea.
get a chance. Let's go.
Who? I'm so good at these.
I'm here for it.
Also, am I any louder now for people that said I was quiet?
No.
Hey,
It's okay. I
what's
have
the
you at
part?
200% and everyone else at like 50%.
Cool, I didn't.
Stop.
Thank you for clarifying.
Cool. Knocking around. Oh, one more. Perfect. Marjorie, you're blind. You're feeling through the walls, and you just naturally have developed this, not a heightened sense, but definitely a higher than average sense of touch, smell, taste, sound. Like you've been able to just develop these senses over the years without your eyesight. And putting your hand on the wall, knocking around, you do hear that there is an echo through one of the walls. But it's weird. There's a window right next to you. And you can see outside the window. But knocking on the wall, it's hollow.
Can I like feel around to see if I can like open it up somewhere? If they're like if I press down on it, it like releases a little latch to open or something.
Getting down low to the ground, you're moving your hand on the floorboards, and you feel that there's a place where your fingers could enter if it wasn't so thin. Like you feel a depression. It's like right before the crease from the wall and the floor, there's somewhere you can put your hand in. Not fully, but it's kind of like if it's like this, you're being able to go like this, like just enough. Like, oh shit.
I'm go shove my hand in there, try and like shimmy some stuff.
What I'm saying is you can't fit your fingers through
Uh,
it. You can't even fit like the first knuckle of your fingers in.
I'm gonna let the party know about this though,
Okay.
and that it is hollow.
For those of you going upstairs, who would take point upstairs if you're splitting across this house?
Do we want to go for safety or caution?
There is enough of
Big
us
bodies
here.
are quick. Big bodies are quick bodies.
I'll head upstairs. I don't know. Who would like to join me?
I can join you.
Well, so Giannis, K, anyone else upstairs? Okay. Giannis and K, upstairs, you see that there's a basin, almost like a bathroom upstairs. It's just laminate floor with a large wooden tub that has been scrubbed clean. Usually there's a film around the inner of the basin where one would soak and sit. It's scrubbed clean. Going through to the bedroom, there's one bedroom. Just enough for a single person home. There's a king-size bed in the center of the room, the sheets folded perfectly, the pillows placed on top delicately. And there's a chest at the foot of the bed. That chest is open, and peering inside, it's empty. That is the one thing you see that's out of place that wasn't like placed and like fixed before they left. Sorry, go ahead.
If we look in the chest, it's fully empty, right?
Fully empty.
Even if I look at the top of it.
Yep, the chest, it's a rectangle chest. When you open it, it's empty.
Okay. Can I move the chest? See if there's anything under it?
It's really heavy. You do need some help, but you and Giannis are able to slide the chest, and you see what looks to be one square, maybe a foot by foot square of the tile is going this way, and this 1 foot by foot square is going this way. So it's like a cross section of a square.
I'm going to put a cover on my hand in case the first thing goes right there. And when I put my hand on it, can I move it to the left? Like slide it to the left to see if it opens?
You put your hand on it and you feel that it gives. Like pushing it down. Marjorie, you call everyone over as you're like, hey, guys, check this out. And as Kay and Giannis hit this thing upstairs, the floorboard begins to slide, and the wall that you were just knocking against fades. Rose, you're very adept with magic. Giannis, you as well. Have you been downstairs? But Rose, you are able to immediately tell, oh, this is illusion magic. As the wall next to the window fades, there's a door. A single oval door with an ebony oak handle.
Oh, this is suspicious. Can I turn the handle?
You turn the handle and it's a weird thing, Rose. You feel it turn before you do. You're able to grip it and just naturally, it's an instinctive, oh, door, handle. But you feel it turn. And as you do, the door slides. Not really pushing forward or pulling outward, but it slides. And you just see a swirling black and deep indigo coloration of what looks to be as if you were to drop a coin in still water, ripples emanating out from the center. You can give me an Arcana check if you'd like.
I would love to.
You need a 16.
13.
13. You know, it looks to be like some type of portal, but that's it. You don't really know whether this will take you to hell or will take you to another place.
Yep. I'll just call out to everyone. I think I found it. Whatever it is, I found it.
Do I
Hey,
hear this?
Giannis, hearing that, you rush downstairs, the pitter patter of your feet on the stairs as you're coming down until all of you 7 of you are grouped again.
Does anyone else want to try to go Arcana check?
I could. I guess. Alright. I'll take a look at the portal and see if I know anything about it. I don't know shit about it. Nope.
Don't know shit about it.
Not
Yeah,
my
it's
realm of
pretty-
expertise. Sorry about it. But whoa, that is definitely something.
Does it seem familiar?
You know, they say that fortune favors the bold. Who's bold? Points
Both of
to
them.
I switch to the
good one,
portal.
Giannis.
I can go.
I'm already holding the cursed dagger, so I'm good.
I'm good on this one
I said-
actually.
I switch to the portal.
Oh boy.
Okay, you step through, and as you do, the sound of your boots on wood is replaced by the sound of your boots on stone. You hear the clack of your heel hitting the stone, and as you're in, there's not a large room, not a grand, magnificent room. What looks to be a small workshop. At the very edge of the room, directly across from you, is a basin. There's a statue of some feminine humanoid creature. She's very veiled, her leg and thigh sticking out from the robe. Her face is covered and it's pressed against the skin of this marble. And she's holding this jug that's pouring this water down. The water is running as it's being poured from this jug consistently, but the basin never fills. There's a table on the far side of the room, right flush against the wall. Spotless. There looks to be something that you would recognize from Sakamoto. This long oil cylinder that's on the ground where you would dip a weapon in to be tempered.
I look behind me. Is there a portal to get out?
Portal to get out is the same thing behind you.
I'll just stick my head through it. I'm like, it's good. Come on, and dip back in, and I'll walk
There's a
in.
bit of a jump as you just see the head of Kay stick out. Like, we're good. And then it goes back through the portal.
Enough
Come
for
on, good
me.
it gets.
Walking
Oh.
in, you all see the same thing. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go over to the statue. She's holding the jug with both hands, right?
Mhm.
Do I recognize this figure? About who this is
It
supposed
doesn't
to be?
have a face, it just has a robe covering this womanly figure.
Can I look at her left hand?
Yeah, it's stonework. She's holding up the jug.
I touch it, see if it moves or at all. If not, then I'll do something else.
Nothing happens, no.
Someone else do something. I can keep going, but I don't want to take the whole time.
It's the guy with the sword.
The weapon's drawn as you're in this unfamiliar place. You walk around on the balls of your feet, shifting so your back isn't turned without an ally to it for any too long. What are you guys doing?
Can I look in the basin of the water? Like, it's not filling, so can I look at it, see if there's anything going on inside?
You peer your head over, Kay. You finally see your reflection in the water. And it's for the briefest of moments. But there's a small twitch in your reflection's eye.
I don't like that.
I want to turn my head to the side and then very quickly turn to the other side as if I'm trying to mess up my own reflection to see if there's lag.
Reflection's like a quarter second behind.
I'll lean back so my reflection's not over there, and I'll look at you guys and I'll do this.
I'll
Okay.
come over. Can I?
Well, here we
This
go.
statue, is there any like religious figure that I would know of, or
You
like?
can give me a religion check if you'd like.
Yeah.
Can I go take a look at the table?
I get to
21.
that in 1 second. 21. Even on
Damn.
21, you don't recognize this, whatever this would be, whether it's a deity or anything like that. You know that like this is a shrine, or it's something to do with something that's not of this world, obviously.
Mhm.
Can I do a
AJ?
divine sense?
So real quick, hang on. Cedric, and then Marjorie, and then Kay. So Cedric, you go to the table. What are you looking for?
I'm gonna look underneath it, around it, move it, pick up every corner of it, just shift it
Mhm.
to see. Kind of
See-
yeah, go ahead.
You see that as you move the table, where the legs were hitting the ground, there's a small square that hasn't been covered by dust. So it's been here for quite some time. This wasn't a table that was placed here recently.
Gotcha. If I look the other way from the table, is there like a clear place that someone would take this stuff from, or a path that they would leave this room with? Like, it's like if something was here, where would I leave with it? Like, if I just took it and walked, what would my direction be?
Probably to the portal.
What do y'all think
room
the
is
chances are
maybe-
someone comes back?
The room is maybe 15 by 15 feet. 15 by 10
Oh, I don't
feet.
need to shout then.
It's small.
But yeah.
I'll just say, dude's been missing for like over a week now.
Hagra has been missing for more than that.
Oh, okay.
So this guy's been doing this for a while, or planning this for a while at least, right?
Yeah.
Hograd looking sus. Got it.
Who's next?
Any list of relatives? Do we have like a? Do you think this city's got to have a registry, right? Like if you've lived here for a while, like there have to be some
Phone
records.
book.
I'm sure the city hall has some records or something, if you think that'll help.
That's what I'm gonna do, I think, when we come back from this portal. Speaking of, I would like to get back on the other side of it because maybe TMI. Last time I went through a portal, I could not leave very easily after I went through it. So
I thought I was the only one adept at skulking in the shadows.
Oh.
Where's the voice coming from?
Cedric, you feel the voice, almost the lips, on your earlobe.
damn it, it's always me.
Does only he hear it?
No, you all hear it, but Cedric hears it
Ah.
right
Kind of
next
like,
to him.
ugh, and just like get off. Like, what the fuck, dude? Personal space, man.
As you
Who
kind of
are
go,
you?
a form steps through the wall. You can tell that they're not physically walking through the wall, but their form appears. Coming out of invisibility, you see a woman. She is dressed in black leathers, long black hair with bangs that cover right to her eyebrows. Her middle section and her legs have this almost sheer, not lace isn't the word. It's like not like a, almost like a sheer like leggings, like hosiery over them. She has two pauldrons that are thin and leather with brass and gold embroidered in on them. A long cloak behind her, and you can see her heels step on the stone. Picking around where you are not welcome. It's intriguing to say the least.
Can I divine sense?
Yeah, you pop a divine sense, you don't get anything.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
I don't believe we ever had the pleasure of meeting, no.
But you made this portal then. So this is like your little cubicle. We came in here. My bad. Sorry. Start stepping back. All right. I'm just trying to
what
get
do you-
closer to everybody else.
Does-
For sure.
What do you
does-
know?
Does
There's
her
almost a
armor look?
standoff between her and y'all.
Does her armor look shadowy in any way?
It's all black, bro.
Can we see a
Okay.
face or anything? Or any facial
Yeah,
features?
her face is open. She has a rounder face, but she's a younger woman. Her ears are covered, but you would guess she's either of the elven, half elven, or human species.
Would you do us the pleasure of giving us your name? I mean, it's kind of asking a bit much after we already, entered your space. But maybe it'd be nice to do that to us. I'm Cedric. Nice to meet you. If
Oh,
it helps.
thank you. I'll remember the name.
Well, information is free, I suppose.
It is indeed to those who give it.
I got no reason to hide my name. One day it's gonna be big. You wait and see.
Yes, well, you're here looking for a quick payday. I'm aware that your price is 400 gold pieces, yes? I'm willing to pay you 6 to return the dagger to the Iron Fang Guild and be on your merry way.
Can I make an insight check? Is this like a desperation move? Like she needs us to back off, or is this more like
Insight's not gonna
get
tell
out of my
you-
way?
Insight's not going to tell you that.
You intend to keep doing this, huh?
Small, sly smirk edges on the corner of her lips.
I don't
You see,
speak
we
up on
build
behalf
them-
of everybody here, but I'm not gonna let you do this.
Yeah,
So
you're
it's
you're
not
up to
about
some
the money
shady things.
then. Is that not why you took this task in the first place?
But there's also a word we need to keep. What's the point of if we keep saying no to jobs when someone pays us more to not do them? We won't get jobs anymore.
That's also true.
Yes, and do you really believe that?
Reputation's important.
And anonymity is even more so.
Dependent.
Yeah. It's
Why
just...
do you want us to stop this exactly? Why are you offering so much more for the job?
Because I don't want to be bothered to hide the bodies.
Well, let's see. One job pays a little more. The other job stops bodies from piling up, stopping madness from lifting people who don't deserve it. A connection with the guild. You're not making as good as the offer you think you are.
Yes, well, I'm sure that you all have made your minds up as it seems. I do hope you can find the Black Leathers before it's too late.
What is gonna happen if we don't?
Oh, she looks up towards the ceiling. I believe tonight you'll find out.
Armor looks similar to the cursed armor or not?
You've never seen the cursed armor.
I've seen what the Iron Fang wear. It's the same set, right?
It's not the same guild as, it's not the same armor set as the Iron Fang guild, no.
Does she have a short sword on her?
She does not.
Hey, AJ, I've seen the magical dagger and like the aura it gives off. Can I do like an arcana check or perception or something on her to see like what type of like magical vibes she gives off? Or
You can give me an arcana check, absolutely.
Vibe check.
Beans.
Roll for vibe check.
natural 20.
Damn! Yeah, no, it's the vibe you get is just looking at the dagger and feeling its magical presence and feeling hers. They're identical. But it's the same relation as if you're looking at a child and then you look at their parent. They're like, oh, you came from that.
She's the one who did the ritual.
Even if we took her down, that's not gonna stop it.
Was the commander willing? Or was he just kind of like a side thing? Like, did he get caught up in it, or did he approach you?
Oh, well, once those items were issued, the rest of it came easy.
Right, so he just randomly happened upon them, but then he played his part.
You can wish to believe that if you choose to.
Sure.
But, as stated before,
Yeah.
information is free to only those who give it.
Well,
I mean,
while
you've
she's
given
talking,
me information.
Sure.
she's standing in a shadow, right? She's standing in the darkness.
Mhm.
Does I'm trying to look around, and I'm assuming because we can see her, she's a little bit in the light, right?
She's in dim light.
Does she have a shadow, or does she not really have a shadow?
She has. It's hard to tell, but you can tell that she has a shadow.
Okay. I wanna look around the room. I want to see if her this is a distraction. Like, is something else moving while we're talking to her very slowly?
Looking around, you don't see anything, no.
So what now? You're just gonna stand there, or
No, I'll be taking my leave. I suggest you do the same. In fact, I'll impart you a hint, so you can see that you should have taken the offer when it was on the table. Go to the Shadowed Alley as quick as you can. Perhaps you can stop some innocence being taken away.
Taken away.
Mm-hmm.
The letter said to come to the
That's
Shadow
a
Alley and
scary
start your
thing.
new life. Wonder if he was. Wonder if this isn't like madness magic. It's more like dominate.
I'm gonna look again in the basin of water. Is it still doing the like not fully reflective kind of thing?
Kind of like it's like a quarter second delayed.
Is there a bottom of this basin that I can see, or is it just water?
There's bottom of the basin you can see.
Is this lady still here, or does she fade away?
She is fading away.
Okay.
Hmm.
Can I
Yeah,
poke
that's
the
you.
water with my rapier?
Hmm?
Can I poke the water with my rapier?
Your rapier is magical, right?
Yeah.
You poke the water with your rapier and nothing happens.
Is this thing weird to anybody else?
I will take a dagger off my belt and toss it in and not touch it again.
You toss it in as you look over the well. You see that it begins to glow, the steel glowing slightly.
I use my rapier to get it out.
Take it out and then the glow fades.
I have a question. The glow of the dagger, is it similar to the like vibe check to the other cursed dagger?
You get a nat 20, it looks like it's starting to be.
Okay.
Barely hints of it.
I shall relay this information to the rest of the party.
It's gonna like it's running out or what?
I think if
Uh,
we were to put it in for longer, it would become like the cursed daggers.
The source.
Yeah. So this is the source. We did find the source at least.
Wait, if
But
what
now
our
we
friend
gotta
said
go.
earlier, what our friend said earlier is true, and they only borrow the same magic. If we just dump a bunch of stuff in here, and will it make the other weapons weaker?
I don't think so. I wouldn't want to try, because then what if it's the opposite and we just create a bunch more cursed items?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to the Ellie. I feel like we're on the time limit now.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually like Kay's idea. This is shocking. I think that that's a really good idea. I think we just,
It- so-
yeah, just chuck a bunch of shit in.
Can any of us close this portal so that way none of these things make their way out of here, just in case? We really don't want to just put a bunch of, I don't know, cursed
I don't want
items
to create a
within.
bunch of cursed items on accident.
Don't
I
You don't
mean,
even know
I
how
don't,
to
actively a
dispose
threat of
of
I
them.
don't think anyone's coming in here. It's a locked house with a portal hidden behind an illusion. Like, I think it's fine. I think we're the first ones that have come to see it, as evidenced by how deteriorated the house is. I don't think it's going anywhere. We can come back afterwards and destroy it or whatever, sure, but
Yeah, I just think madness is cruel is all, and it's not something that people should be exposed to willy-nilly.
sure.
Let's do Kay's idea.
Yeah. And anyone who has any spare items, chuck them in. And then we could just chuck them in and leave it, Like,
I have.
I'll.
I'll drop 2 nets, and 2 daggers inside.
Okay.
Marjorie's not going to drop anything in.
Okay. The bladed weapons begin to glow. Marjorie, on that nat 20. Even after a moment, as you throw the stuff in there, they don't ever get past that level, that baby level of this enchantment. This
There's a
isn't something that you
ritual.
just throw in. There is a ritual.
Fuck.
Good
Now,
try.
I'll give this to you, Marjorie, on a nat 20.
Woo!
Potentially, the spellcasters here could maybe rework the ritual or just pull on the weave and listen to it talk to you. Listen to this archaic language of magic and somehow find a route to perform this ritual.
Which could help us dispel it later.
I'm trying to look through my spells to see if anything could help.
We have to do this quick because we.
Well,
tried
that's
this.
yeah.
Wait,
Well,
AJ, could I
AJ is
cast?
just saying if you're the only one who knows this at the moment, but if you tell us, we can just as a group make a check to see if we can do it.
I know, I want to tell the group, and as I tell the group, I would like to cast, Arcana is intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to cast Fox Cunning on my sister, so she has advantage
Okay.
on Arcana checks.
Intelligence and Arcana checks, okay? So what are we doing, gang?
Oh, yeah.
I'm letting everyone know about how it's I don't know how we can do this ritual, but if there's another step, I don't know what the next step is.
Why do we want to?
If
Sorry.
we were told the other day by our friend at the magic shop that these cursed items draw from the same pool of magic. If we dispel the one and not the others can become more powerful. But if we can empower more, then we can make them less powerful as the power is split. But if we're gonna do this, we need to decide.
So you're just tampering to see if you can get something useful out of it.
No, to weaken
Kind of.
the other items.
The other items are out there somewhere, right? But if we create more, those ones get weaker, so the people who are already affected by it will possibly be less effective. We don't know
Or just
100%, but we're here.
You're trying to dilute it.
Yes.
But we need to decide quick because I feel like we're not in that alley soon. I think something bad will happen.
Who's mad? Cedric, do you think you could help me and Marjorie? We can give it a shot.
I can, I'm sure. The question is, do I want to? Not really. Like I said, I don't really want that on my hands directly, which it will be if something goes wrong now.
We don't have to do
We
this.
just need to make sure that nothing goes wrong.
Yeah.
The responsibilities are killing me, but let's get this over with.
So who's all
Hell yeah.
attempting to perform this unknown ritual?
Marjorie.
Cedric, Marjorie, and Rose?
Mana, if this goes bad, I'm sorry. The end.
Be very honest, y'all. We're attempting to pull a ritual out of our asses with a respectable amount of knowledge. There is a chance that this misfires. All right, what
Yep.
I need,
Woo!
all three of you, is a spell casting ability check. So your attack roll. Rose, you'll get to roll with advantage.
Sick.
And you said it's a spell attack.
Yep, your spell attack roll.
Okay,
Okay.
this will be a d20 plus 6.
It's the same as my Arcana, so I just rolled Arcana.
All right. 14. Looking great so far. Oh, there we go.
Everyone that didn't get advantage.
Dirty
as well.
20.
Okay. You three put your hands together. Hang on.
Oh boy. Here we
You
go.
put your hands together and the water begins to ripple. It begins to rise, almost like Moses parting the Red Sea as it seizes into the air. The weapons, the daggers, anything bladed remains in the water. The nets are still at the bottom of the basin. But the water swirls around it until it's in this globule of floating water. It drips into the basin. Marjorie, you can feel the essence of these daggers. That small little ember is now slowly catching fire and slowly growing and growing and growing. You're all strained. I need you all to do one of two things. Expend spell slots up to 4th level, or roll 4 of your hit die and take that damage.
4 of my hit die.
But you don't add your con modifier.
What's my hit die up? Freaking.
Rose is the most safe.
You said 4 of them, right?
You can do a combination, so you can do 2 spell levels and then 2 hit die, or 4 spell levels, or 1 and 3, however you want to do it.
Pray this don't knock me down. Here we go. Okay. It hurt real bad, but I'm okay. I just took the damage straight. Ouch!
Rose and
Fucking A, I knew this wasn't gonna do good for me. Come on! As my freaking
Um,
eyes and nose are bleeding.
Oof.
This is not a good look for me.
I took 11 damage and took away a second level spell slot.
Yeah.
With 2d6, 11 damage is unfortunate.
Right? 3d6 at 10. Sucks to suck.
Yeah.
Okay. You three expend your energy on this ritual until the water falls slowly, the daggers glowing this small black sheen of shadow, and then it disappears looking like regular weapons. All of these, let me pull it up. Gotta find it. All of these has become daggers of the Whispering Veil.
Hell
So
yeah.
every single one, you gain a +1 to attack and damage, but after each successful attack, you must make a DC 12 Wisdom save. On a fail save, you experience a momentary loss of control and attack an ally within 5 feet instead of their intended target.
Are the ones that we have weaker than the original one, though? Because that was our intention with this, right?
Looking
They
at
still
it-
have the exact same?
Looking at it, it's hard to tell. It is hard to tell without using it.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, there is an additional property that Identify does not catch on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It might mean that the other person needs to have all of these daggers now, in combination with the armor and the sword.
I mean, do we have time? I could do a quick identify just to make sure that that thing is missing from these, just like it was with the dagger.
I don't think we have time.
I don't think we do. I think we need to go and help the people in the dark alley who are about to be taken.
Is
Right,
there a
let's do
way
it.
to like cast and identify as we're moving or no?
No,
That's
you
spell
just
slot,
go
you
in
can.
I assume
circles
not.
and circles and
You burn a
stuff.
spell
There's no
slot.
way. No way.
Oh yeah, if you spend a
I
spell
could.
slot, I guess.
Okay, I'll burn a first level.
I will
spell
say
slot.
though, before you burn it, if you remember from last session, Identify does not show what is that hidden property. It
I know.
specifically says it is not from Identify.
What my purpose for casting it is to make sure that that pings the same way as it did before. is that
Gotcha.
still is showing but not seen. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? So I use a first level spell slot to just check that these daggers radiate the same way.
There's no additional property on any of these daggers.
Fucking shit, it was worthless. I hate this. And I
No,
walk
it's
off.
a
Let's
good
go.
thing. It's a
Oh,
good
okay.
thing. It means that they are weaker. They are indeed weaker. They
Oh,
do
okay.
not
We're
have
good.
the additional
Confirmed.
property that the cursed item bestows upon it.
Let's go. I'm making nachos in real life.
All right.
guys
I guess
doing?
we head
Cedric
to-
says out loud.
I guess we head to the.
And we're heading to the alley. Yeah, running.
And as we run, Cedric buys chips and cheese and uses a flamethrower.
Don't judge
be
me. I'm
honest, y'all.
hungry. I just slept.
Shadowed Alley, dubbed that way, is called that because there's so much crime in that area. It's far from you guys. It is way over here in the recesses of the city. You have to book it.
Yeah.
It's too far from any guard towers to really mobilize quickly. There's no mercenary company that's in that general vicinity, so crime is a bit rampant in that area. You guys heading there, you begin to see the sun pass through as the hours. You can only move through a city like this so fast. It takes you the better part of the daylight to get there, but you arrive before dusk, having done really well on time to get here, having gone through the Unnatural Raven, gotten to Hogratz, figured out it very quickly, and performing this ritual. You all are able to make it before the sun is setting. You arrive to the Shadowed Alley, you see a couple of merchants, and it's very much like seedy watch salesmen. Like, hey! What are you guys doing as you arrive in this? And it's called Shadowed Alley, but that's a bit of a misnomer. It is a set of very tight streets that are jagged, almost labyrinthine. They go straight up and down, they corkscrew, they cut in weird angles, meeting up in a small pavilion in the center before they cut off into another different ways. What are you guys doing?
The note that we read just said in the Shadowed Alley, right?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't say anything more specific than that. I guess just look around for anyone who looks like they don't belong. Like, I assume there's a very specific kind of person that's here, looking for, like, just patrolling, seeing if there's anybody who looks like they don't belong here.
Here's someone that doesn't belong here. A young man. He has freckles around the bridge of his nose and under his eyes. He has shaggy, dirty orange ginger hair. A bandage over the bridge of his nose. Maybe about 12, 11 years old. The second you spot him, he's jogging over to you guys. Oh, you guys adventurers? You guys adventurers, right?
Yeah.
Heck yes! Heck yes! Hey, I want to be one of those. What do I have to do?
Stay in school.
Can you fight?
Eat
Yeah.
your vegetables. You don't want to end up looking like him, do you? And she points to Kay. Eat your vegetables.
What's that supposed
Y'all
to
are
do?
lame. Y'all suck. I thought adventurers were cool.
Yeah. Can I specifically look around anywhere that isn't this child? I want to make sure that this isn't just a distraction.
Looking around, you see a lot of people looking towards that group and the kid there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely like you're able to catch the like looking out the corner of their eyes, like, oh,
All right. Are your friends gonna pickpocket us now or later? Can we keep moving?
It depends. You want to give them some gold?
If I
You
give
didn't
some
really
gold,
try
will
that
you go
hard,
away?
so no.
I mean, you kind of found it out. So if we're just speaking honestly, like,
I'll toss some.
Look, and
I'll hand
yeah,
over, or I'll flick a platinum piece. Good enough. Can we go now?
oh, yes, it is.
All right,
If
peace
you got
out.
beer,
Let's
then
go.
you-
See you
all
later.
right, bye. And he runs back to a group of people, and he's like, oh, God. And they're like, give that. And he takes it back from like a couple of adults there.
All right, cool. Let's keep moving.
You just informed a bunch of thieves that we have platinum.
Yeah, probably not
Eh.
the best notion of money to give them, but
I want to shout back. Hey, wait! Let me hear you say adventurers are cool. I want to hear you say it, please.
Suck a dick.
Fuck
Hmm.
you. All right, let's
You
go.
are a child. And I'm talking to you.
You guys are
Cedric.
running your
You are a child.
coursing through these roads. Is there anywhere you're going in particular? You see a lot of different people, even as you're running, or not really like sprinting, just with a quick gait. See a man getting mugged by 3 other people. They're jumping him. He's on the ground. They grab his pockets and they dip out. And this is kind of a reoccurring sight throughout this shadowed alley. What are you guys doing?
Is there a one
Sucks.
part of the alley that is both more dark than the rest and is to the left? I'm checking the left more than anything else.
Mhm. Running through, you eventually come across one of those aforementioned pavilions, and you see there are 2 branches, one diagonal to the left and one diagonal to the right. In the center of this pavilion, there's cobblestone, but there is a tree that its branches are wilted. But the base, the root, while it's not wide and thick and big, it's a thin tree, but the roots are strong. Give me a investigation check, Kay.
also, I just want to make sure that Era remembers this correctly, because it was Kay said, "Is there
So they
somewhere
picked
you
right.
left it?" And he said right, not left.
Yeah.
He did, so
I
it
thought
will
you
be to the
said
right,
not
not to the
right,
left.
left.
Not left, right.
Oh, I was misremembering it.
But you had
I
right.
only
right,
remembered it
okay.
because of the context of the conversation, as opposed to like what he actually said.
Natty 20.
Nat
Ooh.
20. Hell yeah. As you're looking at this tree, there is small slits. Looks to be like a small knife or a dagger would make a slit. There's maybe about 40, 50 of them. Some are aged. Most of them are. But there's one fresh one, and then one that's a bit less fresh, but small notches in this tree.
And he said the right, not left. Am I
So
remembering
not
that
left,
correctly?
right.
Okay. Run the right way. We need to go right.
Keep moving.
Okay.
Is there
Rushing
anything else on the
through.
tree? Like hidden into the roots or anything else?
Nothing else, just a bunch of daggers, like small dagger like notches in this tree.
Cool.
Making your way, you do find another similar pavilion, a similar tree. As you go right, and there's another, this time branching 4 ways. There's less notches in this dagger, in this tree.
He said not left, right. Oh, who's
Does
rolling?
anyone have a passive perception of 16 or more?
No.
I think Giannis does.
No.
Yes, I do.
Giannis. As you guys
Just
are looking at this
double-checking.
tree, yep,
I believe it's 17. Yep, 17.
okay. As you're looking at this tree, you hear something. Your drow ears just picking up something in the distance, and one of the many buildings that align this pavilion and align this incredibly dense alleyway. There's a small yelp. You pick it up. It's a blur in the cacophony of sounds of people begging, people getting mugged, your own footsteps, your own heavy breaths, but you pick a sound of a yelp in one of the buildings maybe 50, 60 feet away from you.
I just point at the direction. There's someone crying for help over there.
I guess we head that way. This feels like the loss of innocent the lady talked about. Anybody disagree?
No, we
Oh,
head
no,
that
let's
way,
go.
I guess.
That way we go.
You do find the building eventually, Giannis. The door is lightly ajar, and it's a one-story house. It's more of a hovel than anything. Which, as you all get closer and you're able to like pinpoint on it and focus on it, you hear a small shuffling of feet that's stopped abruptly on the inside of the house. It's dark inside. The only light is coming from the sun, which is now painting this glow across the land. But the buildings and these trees surrounding the shadowed alley, giving it its unofficial name, create a dense, thick of dim light surrounding the area. What do you all do?
Do we want to rush in, everybody?
Yeah.
I've used the lantern of revealing. Just in case
Nothing,
anyone...
nothing there, and the lantern of revealing.
All right, cool. Just making sure.
I head in. We heard a cry from there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I go.
You head in. The layout of this home is a small entryway, and then there's a long hall that leads to two rooms, one on the left and one on the right. The room at the far back with the door that's open, there's definitely movement inside, shuffling, and almost like a scrap happening.
I head towards the scrap.
You turn the corner, look into the room, and you see a man dressed in similar armor to the Iron Fang Guild, a short sword in hand. It's plunging downwards as a woman grabs the wrist. Her mouth is covered by his gloved hand, and he's attempting to stab her in the chest with it. What are you guys doing?
Hey! Stop that!
Stopping violated the law.
I rush over and I'm gonna do bonus action channel divinity to give myself the theory of the tides, and I want to hit him so that he gets pushed away from the woman.
Okay, make an attack.
Actually, can I aim for his hand to try to make the weapon fly away?
It would make the AC higher. Because a call shot.
That's what Kay would do.
Cool.
Actually, no. No, he would aim for the body. He's not that quick of a thinker.
Wait, hey, Jay,
Yes.
what is he in the hat?
Well, what?
A short sword.
Yeah, a short sword?
Short sword.
Can I cast a spell?
What are you doing? As Kay
attack-
rushes up, he's about to make an attack. What are you casting?
Daphnis Blunted Blade. Your target's weapon rapidly corrodes.
Is that
It is-
only on non-magical items?
Yes, it's from magical. Never mind.
Yep.
Yeah, never mind.
To ebb and
Okay, make your
tides.
attack.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 hits. You're able to move quickly, hitting this guy with your weapon on the flat end of your blade. As he's pushed to the ground, the short sword's still in his hand. As he hits the ground, the woman scrambles. She gets up, she rushes past you. You can tell that there's bruises on her wrist and on her shoulder from being forced down here. The guy, he hits the wall, falls like a sack, and slowly gets up, the short sword in hand. And you see his eyes are like cat dilated.
Is he also wearing some leather armor, or is it just the sword?
He's wearing the regular leather armor of the Iron Fang Guild. He's gonna make an attack against you.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't have my. Was I ever able to get?
Yeah, it was
on my-
repaired. It repaired, but not 20. It was repaired. It's a nat 20 to hit.
Okay, so I will add my shield back. But yeah, not trying to hit. Go ahead. Why is everyone quiet as I'm adding my shield?
Because we're waiting for AJ to either ask who does what next, or to roll
20
initiative.
points of damage. Some of that is necrotic, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, 20 points of damage. And wisdom save.
Excuse me, sorry, wrong weapon. Dexterity or strength saving throw.
Alright, well, I got a 16 on the dice, so I would do dexterity and then plus 3, so 19.
19. You all watch as Kay hits this guy. He grabs the weapon and with a roar swings wildly, hitting Kay across the chest as he leans back. But you see his shadow underneath his legs extends from behind Kay and attempts to grab him. Okay, as you get hit by this force, you're able to roll to the side, dodging the attack as the shadow misses and folds back into the floor as this guy is swinging the blade wildly. I did everything right! I did it all right!
You were tricked. Put the sword down.
I did everything right. You won't take this from me.
They were fooling you. Put it down.
He's holding it firm.
Alright, should I roll how much damage it did to him when I attacked him?
Were you trying to attack him or push him away? What were you trying to do?
I was trying to attack him. The push away was
Cool.
from my
Yeah,
ability.
roll damage. Roll damage.
Did he hit the wall?
Yep.
Alright, so he's gonna take first this. Alright, 5. I rolled minimum. And another 4. So 9 damage.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Rolling initiative?
Is that what we're doing?
Seems like it could kind of maybe be.
Can I try something?
That's up to y'all if y'all are going to fight. That's what I'm trying to ascertain. I'm not going to throw you into a fight if that's not your intentions.
I have something.
Good.
I have something I want to try.
Hang on, real quick. Let's let someone else go.
How far away is he from me?
It's a small room, man. There's like a twin bed room. Like y'all are tight in here.
Can I just to make it like I don't know, just to maybe try to like punch through some fog that he probably has. To get him to like focus on one person, can I attempt to use no escape on him?
Okay. That's charisma save.
If we're in dim light, he makes it a disadvantage.
He already has disadvantage on charisma saves.
Not some of those items.
7.
Oh, yeah.
As the shadow overtakes him, he goes, "Yes, this is what I yearned for. This is what I worked for. I was almost done. Let me finish the job with one of them." He looks at the blade. "Please."
Can I try to shoot the blade with an Eldritch Blast?
Let Art go.
The middle doors. Can I use my other use of Invoke Hell to cast Disguise Self?
Okay.
And I want to
so you're...
look like because it changes your appearance and everything. I want to try to look like the woman that we saw in the court.
I need essentially because charisma is what the base of Ilrigers are.
Yeah.
So I would need your charisma plus your proficiency modifier because you're doing this right in front of him.
Yeah.
Right? You are disguising right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to do the same ability 2 different ways to make them the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Because I want to turn undead and heal as a Channel Divinity. 2 separate, same type of concept as Ilriger. So I just need to check.
What do I add?
The guy's losing his mind, so it's not too high. A D20 plus your charisma plus your proficiency.
22.
22. For this guy, the only thing he sees is you as this woman arc and these shadows surrounding him.
I will take out just any kind of secondary weapon, any kind of knife or anything that I have, and just take it out and then kind of flip it in my hand with the handle out and go do it with this.
He starts to walk forward, the short sword dragging on the wood behind him. Have I been chosen to bear all 3?
Nod at him.
his hand shaking, slowly reaches out towards the hilt of the dagger. He wraps his fingers around it.
We're not strong enough to move both. He kind of looks down at the short sword.
But I was chosen.
Let's finish it with that. And he looks at the knife. Be strong enough.
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Yeah, I'm fucking with his with the curse now at this point. Use persuasion at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, at disadvantage or advantage?
No, at advantage.
At
At
advantage.
advantage.
Oh. 16.
16. But when will I receive the black silk? And you see that while he's clutching the dagger fervently, the short sword is hanging at its side loosely, like it's almost out of his grip.
The longer
May
you
I
delay,
cast-
the longer you go without it.
But what of this blade?
What does he hit the short sword?
To the short sword.
What's the comparison to what you're going to be blessed with?
Yes. And almost like when Jafar mind controls the Sultan in Aladdin, and he's like, yes, Jafar, you know best. The same type of thing happens. He takes the short sword and just holds it up, clutching the dagger to his chest. And as you slowly reach out to grab it, he yanks it back. But my quarry is gone. Who else would be the sacrifice?
Like another, just outside that door, and he kind of looks behind him.
Yes. And he gives you the short sword. I need a wisdom saving throw from you. As you
Yeah.
grasp the short sword.
Yeah. Look at this.
It's not too high of a DC, but
Look at this.
you guys did dilute them.
You know what was a good idea.
10.
10.
Louis.
He's like,
Cedric, you're casting Unseen Servant. What are you doing?
Nothing. He already got the sword. I'm not doing nothing. No, I'm
Cool.
just standing back.
Ark, as you grab the short sword, I'm going to need a charisma saving throw from you against this guy's perception. You need to beat a 16. Meet or beat a 16.
what's 5 now? What's 5? 16. 15. Fuck.
15. The short sword is in your hand, and as he's walking, he turns back as the energy that pulses from holding the short sword breaks your disguise for a fleeting moment, just a shift in that. And he goes, You are not her. And he starts taking a step towards you, the dagger in hand. What are the rest of you guys doing?
He doesn't see the rest of us right now because he's in the spell of Park, right?
It's just like
He's
He's like on my foot.
but
sees
he's
you.
just focused on you.
I'll raise my hand.
Yes,
He's
Cedric.
still
Cedric.
armed.
he's still
I'm
armed with the
going-
dagger.
An unmagical
this moment-
mundane dagger.
Hold up. Jesus is trying to do something.
Go ahead, Cedric.
In this moment of chaos, I'm going to whisper to Ark, let go of this. And then I'm going to cast Unseen Servant and have it start walking the sword towards the door. And then we're going to shift our bodies to block it as it goes towards the door.
Cool.
And the command is to
Okay.
drop it at the doorway. That's the command, is to
Okay.
take it to the door
This-
and drop it.
In this quick moment, the Unseen Servant grabs the short sword that's floating through the air now, but this guy's barreling towards Ark. What are you guys doing?
Can I
That's what
intercept
I'm doing. That's
and
what I'm doing.
suplex him?
Yeah.
Give me an athletics
Yeah.
check. Give me an athletics against his acrobatics.
Can I assist by sticking out my
It's a
foot so
backup
he
plan.
You gotta be 16, Cass.
AJ, can
Mhm.
I assist by sticking my foot out so he trips?
One.
We're not gonna keep doing. Can I assist by doing something mundane to give advantage? No, we're not doing
Fair
that in
enough.
this campaign. We're not doing that.
Fair enough.
20. Cass, he rushes towards Ark, the dagger going forward. You catch his arm as he lunges, the dagger maybe a couple inches away from Ark's face. As you grab him, lift him in the air, and just as he hits the ground, his eyes die like literally like a cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. As his eyes dilate and he starts to drool out of his mouth.
Effective.
I was patient.
Thank you.
Hey, Bed, the unseen servant. Can you get that guy's armor off of him?
I don't think that's
Is
the
that
armor.
the unseen servant's name?
That's his name.
Ben,
is Ben, yeah.
All right. First off, we're gonna
What's his name?
establish what the fuck this thing can do right now.
What is
Uh,
its name?
Anything.
His name is
Anything.
Ben.
Anything Goose wants is what he can do.
No,
Yeah.
it's just can. Okay, so on each of your turns, it can move up to 15 feet and perform a simple task that a human could, such as fetching, cleaning, mending, folding clothes. I consider
Commoner
this to be sort of
actions.
like folding clothes.
Yeah, it's totally
Like
consider
the opposite of
serving food,
folding. It's the opposite.
or
Yeah, the
pouring
literal
drinks.
It is
opposite of
considered
folding
a-
clothes.
it
It's cool.
clothes.
It is
Unfold
considered
this
a
man's clothes.
CR0
This thing-
commoner.
This thing is invisible. So you see just the clothes being taken off this guy's limp body until his armor's gone, just left in the underclothing.
Is this the guy I'm looking for?
No, I'm just separating the issues. I don't know if the armor's causing a problem. I just wanted to separate it.
Oh, who are we looking for?
No,
Who's
no,
the
this guy doesn't have the armor. He just has the sword. The armor's still out there.
Oh no, I think he
Oh,
does. He said, "Was I chosen to wield all three when I was holding the dagger?"
But then he asked, "Do I get the weave as well?"
Oh, that's the armor. Cool.
Well, one, we need to
Shadow
head back.
Shadow.
We need to head back to the guild. It's almost dark, and we promised to get them back a dagger. So let's do that. I
Alright.
don't think there's anything else here.
Ben, stop doing that. Ooh. Good work, dude. Good work. Can you carry the sword for us? Appreciate you. And then we'll just.
We should probably
That way,
bring-
none of us have to touch
1
it.
hour. It lasts for
Yep.
1 hour, which is gonna take more than an hour to get back to the Iron Fang Guild House.
Man, all right.
Yep.
Let's wrap it up and hold it. It's fine.
And
Yeah, Ark's already touched it. Ark, you keep it.
that seems like a
Okay.
really bad idea, actually,
I'm gonna do it,
because
though.
he touched it.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
I don't want you to.
I will though.
Oh my
I
god.
actually think it's
Do
smarter
you-
if we
do
just
you
keep
want
it with one
more
person
people
rather than
touching it?
switching.
Particularly, but you know.
Listen,
Do we? Here's the
It's like-
thing.
it's like
Okay, but like
cross-contamination.
this is meta knowledge, right? Like we don't know that shit has happened with Ark, right? He seems normal. So
Remember at the beginning of
Am I
this
not
job
normal?
that no, I don't think there's anything wrong. It's just over time it seems that these things affect the person that. Never mind, forget it. You guys got it.
You had the dagger for
No.
8 hours.
I didn't touch it with my hand at all. It was in a box inside of a box. That is not the same thing.
I'm not gonna touch it either. I'm gonna put it in.
You
vault
already touched it. You
For
can't untouch it.
for like a second.
I will take the sword.
No, I will, and I'll just wrap it in cloth. And I think he's like one of those things where it's like they're saying no so much that I want to do it. Like I wouldn't have cared if they were like, "Who wants it?" Okay, but now they're like, "No, you can't have it." And I'm like, "No, fuck you, I will have it." And I just put it on my arm.
We head to the guild.
Good. Heading back to the Iron Fang Guild House, it is late at this point. You have the Dagger of the Whispering Veil and the short sword of the Whispering Veil.
We
You
can
make
bring
your
the
way
guy.
back to the Iron Fang
I'd
Guild
say-
House. Are you bringing the guy?
Yeah,
And we
probably.
need to bring the guy. He's one of them as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Carrying the guy, I assume Cassian because he's the most physically abled.
Mm.
You arrive late at night. One of the guardsmen is like, oh, but seeing like, shut up. You're able to rouse Lieutenant Shade from her sleep, and she does arrive. Not dressed in armor, but she does arrive to see you all, seeing another individual that's being carried. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, another one of yours.
He had
Yeah.
the sword.
Yeah, that's Hasher. What is?
So far, it looks like the blacksmith that's gone missing. He has a hand in this. He's been creating these cursed items, and then they've been distributed. There's somebody else behind this, and we're currently looking into it. I don't like to take advice from the enemy, but we were kind of told that there's going to be problems if we don't find the armor tonight. So we have kind of dried up leads, but
Oh, by who?
that's
I described
some. Yeah.
We
Give
found
me
the
insight
origin.
checks, everyone. Let me get a group insight check.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
How does
Sheesh.
-1 sound?
Oh my god.
Pretty good.
Two nat ones.
got a 16.
-1.
Nat 20 for me.
Kay and Cedric. When you describe this woman, Shade cleans it up very well. But KU, especially on the nat 20, there's recognition in the description. She's like, okay. Like there's the like, okay. But she covers it.
Oh, good. You know who we're talking about.
You know them?
You see her
Perfect. I love it.
brow furrows.
Hey, we're doing this investigation for you.
Yes. Thank you for the information. You've given me a lot. May I please have the dagger and the short sword back, please?
With my nat 20 insight, am I getting the read of she no longer wants us involved? Like, oh,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just curious. Who was the most recent person to get us an armor around here, anyways? Since it seems to be on the list that whoever the most recent person that was issued said item. Can I
You
check
should
her
have
armor out?
looked. Mhm.
Can I like really start looking at it? It's pretty nice. Looks pretty new, actually.
What are you implying?
I don't know. Just you got really defensive at the description of this person. Or there's some recognition. I don't know. Seems defensive now.
I'm sorry, did I hire you to be my fucking therapist, or did I hire you to get a job done?
Oof.
sorry, he was watching over the dagger the other night.
Oh, he was, certainly. Thank you. Forgive me. Sorry. I just came to a realization.
Would you maybe be interested in cluing us in? Kind of stuck our neck out here.
You did.
We want to help.
You'll be getting your profits. We agreed upon 400, but I'll pay you 550 apiece for your good work.
How about 600, since that's what your good friend offered us to drop this whole thing altogether?
Mention her as my friend again and you won't get a penny. Or are you done overplaying your hands with every single person in this city? Because I've been led to believe you have a habit of doing that, you all. So let's say 500.
Something wrong with this.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Well, we appreciate that. If he wants to stop,
You can tell there's a rage, like not like at you, but at like fuck. It's definitely like a realization. Like you described this woman to her, and she immediately was like, "Fuck."
I will tell you now. We were told that if we don't find this armor, there's gonna be problems. Are you sure that you can handle that without us?
We want to help.
Bless you.
I apologize
We
if
don't
I was
want people
rude.
suffering for
Right.
this.
We're not asking for more money for doing this specifically. We're just trying to finish the job you gave us.
Being good Samaritans.
This goes deeper than I want outsiders to be involved in. It's nothing personal against you all. It truly isn't.
I made the mistake of giving her my name, though. It is.
If you believe she didn't already know it the moment she set her eyes on you, then, well, I suppose that's another reason why this should end here. You've done well, and I appreciate it. I won't forget it. But again, this isn't something I want outsiders to have a hand in.
You understand?
I'll back off. I just hope no one
All
gets
right.
hurt. That's all.
Can I make one last insight check? I'm looking for, like, angry, and then, like, he's seeming to calm down a little bit. Is this the look of, like, she's already lost?
Yeah, give me an insight check. Well, you got that 20. You got that 20. I'll say it's not that she's lost. It's like, fuck, I didn't realize how deep this went. That's like what she's understanding. She's like, fuck, it's deeper than rap. It's deeper than that. She's like, I didn't realize it was like the job I hired y'all to do just got infinitely more complex and more dangerous. So I'm pulling the plug here and I'm gonna figure out how to do it myself. That's what she's giving you. It's not like a fuck you, I don't like you. It's genuinely like a I'm not gonna trust like randos to do this thing that I thought was like a rank D job that has now leveled up to a rank A, rank S job. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you a question based on my insight, just so it's a little different. Sizing her up, she's probably capable, right? Like she's gonna at least her station dictates that she should be able to muster something to happen for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
In that case, I just will give a deep bow. My bad. Sorry for overstepping, but it seemed like you got this.
Finish up the job and then get out of your hair.
Sit here for a bit. I'm gonna grab something to hold the items in.
And then
Give me I know Giannis will already pick this up on her passive, but I need perception checks from anyone that has lower than a 16.
Ooh.
18.
Okay. Rose and Kay.
Not me. Nope. Don't see nothing.
Okay. Cool.
The world is dark to me.
Rose and Kay, you see that she's not like eager to take the daggers back or the weapons back, but as she's walking away, she calls for someone to grab like the stuff, like grab something to hold, and she goes to personally oversee it. But you overhear just like a muttering under her breath, like the thought, like ramblings of her thoughts out loud. And the one thing that you pick up on is that information that you didn't know is it's long gone by now. But nevertheless, she comes back. There's a couple of other guild members that have been aroused from their sleep. She opens the case and they carefully, with cloth, take the weapons, place them in the case, and close it.
I will, before they do that, we had a thought while we were doing this. There's 3 of them. If you destroy one of them, the other 2 get more powerful. We figured out the ritual, and we created these, and I'm gonna like, can you give her the daggers? We created more of them, so its power should be weaker, theoretically.
Okay.
There was an element
you.
I was not able to identify on the primary. These ones don't have it. That is different. But I'm not astute enough to know what the difference is. Sorry.
She takes the original dagger from its case and opens it. Could you try on this?
Sure. I'll use a spell slot and cast Identify over it.
It's identified. It doesn't have that other property as well, so it has been diluted from the original one.
Theory is confirmed. It is diluted. That there's a key property that it used to hold that it no longer does along with those. So that threat of that is pretty much gone, it seems. Not entirely, but you know what I'm saying. It's diminished.
Yeah.
Still wouldn't let anyone take any of the daggers, obviously. Would not
Yeah,
be good.
I'll have a receipt.
Yeah,
written
no,
up
we
for you
do.
all. You can collect your gold at the front.
I'll also tell her, like, where this like test was and where the illusionary forge was and how we got it.
Sure.
Like so
For
she
sure.
gets
You
all
tell her all the details so that she can
Shut that shit down.
cohesively use it in her own endeavors. She takes the daggers. You all are written up a receipt for 500 gold pieces each. Is there anything anyone wants to do? Is you wait for your money to be counted and leave the Iron Fang Guild Hall.
Gonna walk away. And just kind of to her be like, listen, I know we're not like friends or anything, but good luck, whatever this has turned into.
Thank you. Yeah, knowing my luck, this is gonna. Well, I just got another 30 things added to my plate, so. Good work. I appreciate it. Sorry. You can tell I'm sorry that if I snapped on them earlier.
No, honestly, they probably just they talk a lot to everyone. It's still my intention to join this guild in some degree eventually. Maybe if you're still going on that list of 30 things when I am, you can help out again.
Listen, you seem capable enough. Like I said, I can sign you up for independent training with the guild members, but if you can't commit to us, then there's no reason we should bring you on as a guild member, and I hope you can understand that. Good work, and I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll keep you guys in mind if I need more help. And if you happen to find anything out about that, then just let me know. Okay. What are you guys doing? Heading back to the Golden Heart?
Yeah, I think so.
Is there any lead that we haven't checked out yet? Is there anything that we didn't look into?
We're not doing that job anymore.
He's gone. He's done.
I think any further swimming, if she found out, she'd be like, "Hey, what the fuck? I told you to stop." So I think we just
It wasn't necessarily that she told you to stop. Keep in mind, it wasn't like "fuck you, don't do this." It was like, I'm not gonna let randos do this big thing for me. I need y'all to understand that. She wasn't like, fuck y'all. It was like, oh shit, that bitch is involved? I don't like that bitch. I gotta handle this myself.
She wants to keep it in house. So we
The idea was
this
has turned from a small investigation that her guild is not suited for, that they needed outside help, to okay, this is something that much bigger that we should now deal with. We don't need other people messing this up.
No. Should this be something you want to explore, you can absolutely open that avenue up again. But she's not going to continue a job for 500 gold pieces when it's worth infinitely more in her mind.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Okay.
Go ahead, Cedric.
Well, I was just gonna ask Ark after he catches up. Do you really want to let this go, or do you want to? Are you trying to garner some more reputation here? I thought that's what you were doing.
Yeah, I think I did that. I think what would garner the most reputation would be the respect he asked for.
Yeah. Sorry if I cocked it up. My bad. Just tired. Oh, just kind of walks away.
Okay. As you guys get back to the Gilded Heart, you start having a late night snack, some meals, but you're checking into your rooms once again. It's going to be another silver piece. And as you guys are going to your rooms, you see from the night before, same man with the escort, as you guys all like slept in shifts, watching out through the door. I'm going to roll for it here.
There's no way. Right? No way.
Hey, you're the last to leave, going up to your room, and you're at the far end of the hall.
Who?
As you're taking
Great.
taking your key and unlocking it, you open the door and you hear a man stumble up the stairs, right down the hall where you guys were keeping watch the night prior.
Can I say I would
You
have
see
killed
a
myself?
woman. She's well endowed. She has the same look on her face. The hair is pulled back. But you recognize her face. And it isn't
Who is-
until you see her hair pulled back and in the same garb, the escort that was with this drunk man the night before. As he opens the door, there's a moment where she locks eyes with you. There's a small smirk. She enters the room.
Is this the same face of the woman from the forge?
Yep. Same woman that was there the night before.
No. Is this the woman that was being big and scary?
Yes. And the same escort from the night before.
I'm gonna go to one of the other people's rooms that's one of us. First, I'm gonna quickly heal myself 10 hit points because I'm so hurt from that thing earlier. And I'm just gonna open the door and go, so I have some news.
Whose door?
Who's next to my room?
We don't know.
You pick. You pick. Whose room do you go to?
You know what, I'll go to Arceus.
Cool. Hi.
Arceus?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, please come in. What's up?
So, I just saw a woman go into another room with an escort. She had the same face of the creepy lady from the forge.
Okay.
So, do we do something? Or, I think we should, but
Like,
it's the same person.
hire her? What do you mean do something?
No, it's the same person that threatened us with curse stuff.
Yeah,
They have the same face.
yeah, I mean, she was probably watching us when she learned we had this job. You know what I mean?
So, are we just not gonna do anything?
Okay.
What do you say?
Do what, Kate? We don't have the job
No,
anymore.
tell
So
somebody.
she doesn't care about us anymore. And also, do what? Listen.
All right.
Listen. I get it. Right? That's the enemy. Want to make a move. We're not playing that game of chess anymore, buddy. We're gone. We left. They're the Iron Fangs. They're playing chess for her. But we left. We stopped.
Fine.
Next time, not.
Maybe.
Okay.
Go back to my.
Anything anyone wants to do this evening as you get to rest, you take a long rest and get all your resources back.
Woo.
I'll go talk to Kid.
Quick question,
Okay.
AJ. Was this woman also the same fate?
Same woman. Yes, same woman.
Okay.
In the next morning, as you guys are waking up, Marjorie,
Oh boy.
you're leaving your room and you hear another door open. The door in Ark's room. And someone walks by you and you feel a pressure against your chest. Not physically, but a pressure as this person walks by you in the hallway. You're blind, so you can't really make out any physical
Yeah.
features. Unfortunately, how the dice go.
Can I do like what does their aura look like?
Heart tucking
Or
shit.
like-
Like, do nothing, bro.
The aura is powerful. You can give me an Arcana check.
I would love to, thank you.
Is she taking full advantage that she can't see?
Absolutely. I just rolled the die.
Got a natural one.
It's
Nasty
powerful.
word.
That's all you get. It's very strong.
Nasty word.
Um,
I just want to turn as they're walking by and be like, "Hey, what's your name?"
There's no response. The footsteps just keep hitting the wood until they go down the stairs and walk out the door.
Okay.
Ark is the last to leave this morning, to leave his room this morning.
Marjorie's just like looking at you.
Is she?
She is.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
Okay.
She's got
What are you guys doing this morning? Your job completed. No, the job's on the docket. What are you guys doing? You know that the commander of the Azure Blades is back. There's still your talk with Vendrick to do. What do you guys want to do? You guys got options. Do you continue to go down and look for more jobs, or do you try to touch base with the Crimson Scales and see what's going on there?
We did
Or
promise.
some other threat then?
How
We
much
didn't promise
money
the
did
magic
we
that we would.
get
It would be the next
each?
district job.
We got 500 each.
500 each.
Okay, cool.
What was Karina saying?
She's asking how much we got.
everyone get. What are you guys doing?
We did tell the magic man we'd get a job from him next, but we're already technically supposed to be employed with the Crimson Scales. So where do we want to go?
Oh yeah.
I mean, the deal
kinda
with
wanna go
Ark was like the next 2 jobs.
Yeah, I
You
said
know,
the
the
next
next
2
time you
jobs
get a
would be-
job.
yeah.
It's not like
so
we're gonna drop everything and do this for you. It's like, next time we take a job, we're coming to you first.
You know, that's fair. All right, then you can touch scales with Crimson Scale guy.
We can touch scales, yeah.
Let's go touch scales. Yeah, let's do that.
Anyone else breaking away from the group?
Anyone else breaking away? Who's breaking away?
Or anyone breaking away? Cool. Heading over to. Yep, go ahead.
It's just nice.
I was just thinking. I was just gonna. Is it alright if I catch up with y'all? Actually, I'll catch up with the Crimson Scale headquarters. Is that where we're going?
Yeah. Are you overnight?
Sure.
Yeah, I gotta stop by somewhere on the way real fast before I forget. If I don't do it and then we have to go somewhere, then it'll be like, fuck, months, just in case.
You want someone to come with you?
It's an open invitation, but no requirement for anyone to tag along, I suppose.
All right.
Excuse me. Okay. Cedric, where are you going?
The Glimmering Harp Guild.
Okay. You go over to this massive Bard's College. It takes up the majority of this space, this whole campus over here. What are you doing here, man? What you trying to get?
Not what I'm trying to do or get. A manuscript. He's got like this big package, like envelope package thing. And it's got a name on it, and he's just kind of walking towards it, like, kind of looking like for like, like when you go to the school, there's like usually like the front office slash, something like some reception area that like will receive you or something.
Yeah. You
I
see
just
this
yeah.
half-elven woman. She has sleek features, very professional. Not a like tie, but those like ruffle, like that pirate ruffle thing. An ascot. She has like an ascot tucked into a vest, and she's drawing or she's writing with a quill, and then another quill to her right is penning on another piece of parchment. She looks up. Yes. How can I help you, dear?
Kind of snaps his fingers and prestidigitations his clothes back to like looking pretty solid again. Pardon me. My name is Cedric Gillerang. I'm just curious. Does this school have a postal route to the Lavender's Rest Bard College by chance?
Oh, they are accredited. Of course we do. We can
Okay.
send a raven.
Actually, a package that I need to send to my professor. It's going to be extremely late, and he's probably really, really waiting for it.
Are you an alumni?
Not yet, but I'm hoping this will make me one, if that makes
So
sense.
you're an active student.
Yes, I believe I'm still registered, or I should be.
Wonderful. Can I see your hand, please?
Right. Sticks his hand out.
She takes the quill, she kind of dries it off, and she pricks your finger, and she draws it quick your name in this thin piece of thin blood, and the parchment burns. Wonderful. Your credentials have been verified. Please place the package alongside with a silver piece per pound, and we will send it to where it needs to go.
He'll put a gold piece. Yeah, just for protection, in case. Also, I just don't have change in this moment, so it's easier. Consider it a donation to the school, just because, everything helps. And the package is addressed to Lucius Morstrom.
Okay.
What was your name, by the way?
I go by Harmony.
Harmony. Well, Harmony, it was a pleasure to make your acquaintance today, and to the future, I suppose.
The
See you
future.
later.
Excuse you a nod, and you head out. The rest of you guys are making your way over to the Crimson Scales Guild. As you approach, you see the two people on guard. They recognize you. They allow you on in. And where are you guys going? What talk to me. What's going on here?
Yeah, I think we just want to go and see if we can meet up with Raz and oh hey, we can see Uncle D's here. What's going on? What's the deal?
Cool.
Look
through hey, we're here to see Lieutenant Rasmodius and the commander. And they're like, okay. And they're like, no, we're serious. They're like, oh, it's y'all. Okay. You make your way in, and you do see the towering Dragonborn going down a hallway to meet you. He has a small dwarf to his right that's clad in armor, carrying a massive hammer over their shoulder. Right, well, you mobilize, and I'll be there to meet you in the field. He clasps the dwarf's forearm, and the dwarf proceeds onward. As he sees the rest of you, got word that your brother's back in town. Care to see him?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's loafing around here somewhere. Making his way deeper, he opens these two sets of doors that lead into a large room with a circular table on the center. It looks like a war room. There's a big map parchment of the country itself. It cuts off at the border to Garrix. And you do see Rasmodius sitting on one of the tables, sitting on one of the chairs, his feet on the table. He's half asleep like this. His eyes still slightly open, but you see that the commander makes his way forward. I guess I'll brief you. Walks over to Rasmodius, who's leaning on his chair, puts one foot up and kicks the chair back as the tiefling falls down from his chair. He wakes up to start. Oh, fuck. Oh, what's up, Mom? You have to call me Commander here. What's up, Commander Unk? Okay. Your sisters are here to see you. Don't you mean your nieces? No, your sisters. Oh, okay, you know big guy voice. Hey, what's up, you guys? How's it going? I hear you guys have been pretty busy.
We are? We have been.
Did you get an eyebrow piercing?
She refuses
Maybe.
to sanitize it. She thinks presentation's enough.
I mean, technically it is, but did you really get an eyebrow piercing? Did you guys, of course, the rest of you, let her get an eyebrow piercing?
I wasn't.
One of us did.
Do you think it looks good? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you?
Hey guys, so big news. I got an ally coming. They've probably already seen him flying around in the mornings. We're gonna take down Red Ruin. You see a couple of like other warriors in the room are like, oh shit. He's like, yeah. So, for those of you ill-informed, Red Ruin is, he points to the commander, who's already like drawing up like a plan, moving pieces. Like he has a small box and he's placed it on the table, kind of like in Game of Thrones, like the chess pieces that they put on the war map. And there's one that looks to be like fashioned like a knight, like a chess knight, but it's a sleek helmed armor with dragon wing insignia on the sides of it, painted in all red. And he places that. I pull up the map here.
We're taking out who again? Red who?
Red Ruin.
What
Place
happened over
that
the last
right
30
here.
minutes whenever I was gone?
Yeah, so they found the short sword, right? You were there. They got back to Lieutenant Shade. They described the woman who talked to y'all, and she was like, oh shit. I'm calling the job here because this just got a hell of a lot more complicated. I'm paying you your money, and we're gonna be out. So she paid y'all 500 gold pieces each.
Thank
She's
you.
like,
That
I'm
was the
paying
part
you.
I
She's
really
like-
wanted to know.
She was like, I'm paying you your gold. I'm gonna take care of it from here because I'm not gonna keep outsiders involved in this. That is a thread that you guys could potentially follow. Hagrat is still missing, and the Shadow Silk is still missing as well.
500
For now, yep. As the night ended, the escort from the night prior that was staying in the same Gilded Harp, now that you've seen her, is the same woman that you saw in the forge in that small hidden room. Now we've met up with Rasmodius and the commander of the Azure Scales, or the Azure Blades.
I'm caught up.
The commander goes, Red Ruin is a Drake rider, which commands the power of a mighty red wyvern. We are led to believe that she's in league with the Sovereign Sons. Taking her out is going to be a big move against them. We've
Where does
spotted.
the bronze dragon belong to? Sorry, cutting
She should
ahead.
be here soon. She's going to meet with us and determine our next plans. Now, I'm well aware that you all have your own things going on. I don't want to impugn on that in any way. So I'll wait until she arrives to discuss this. However, for the time being, there's a few courses of actions. Our scouts have spotted 4 of the 5 Sovereign Sons. Igneal, Viridius, Shadrax, and Sharimanoth.
Mr. Level.
Minus the blue one. Blue dragons at their core are very... Well, they enjoy making deals and going back on those deals. They enjoy watching performances of their own creation. No doubt that Azurius is planning something. For now, however, we move with what we know. Red Ruin has been seen with Igneal and Viridius. If we can stop her and question her, get an idea into the plans of them, that would be our best bet. However, a rumor troubles me. I am led to believe that an attack will be imminent on Zevel's Landing. And furthermore, Sharimanoth has been spotted flying north alongside a unique dragon. One that, and he flips through a report, one that I'm told you all encountered with.
What's the color?
Its wings made of glass.
We know the one. That's interesting.
Playing with the red one, like they're in two, sorry?
It was seen that Sharimanoth was heading north, and then separately, that dragon was also seen headed north.
Oh, separately. Okay, I thought you said they were together. I was like,
Is that like, that's interesting.
I mean, it's not surprising that they would show up again. Pretty visible.
Indeed, they are. For now, I'll allow you all the room. I'll have some water brought in as we wait for our new ally. Anything you guys want to do in the interim with Rasmodius or the commander while you wait?
Can I get some clarification about something that happened like a little earlier, not to like reverse back in time?
Yeah, what's up?
So you kind of explain again what happened this morning with
Yep.
Murder?
So what happened is Marjorie was leaving her room, and oh hi baby. Marjorie was leaving her room, and as she was leaving, she heard someone leaving your room.
I
They
assumed
walked
it
after
was.
and went down the stairs. Park, you got no fucking clue.
Okay.
Marjorie's mind, she just assumed you had a special friend visit.
Okay.
She's not going to.
Anyway, he did.
I don't have those. I don't have friends.
He said he'll give us more information when the Dragon Rider's here. He said a red wyvern rider. Does Kane know what a wyvern is?
Yeah.
Okay. What would I know about? Like a.
They're dragonkin. They're not as powerful or sentient or intelligent as dragons, but they are descendants of dragons.
Okay.
Powerful ones do have minor breath weapons, but they're not like sentient. They're not like intelligent creatures, like capable of scheming. They're more beast than like personality. Go ahead, Giannis.
No, I was coughing. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Anything else you guys want to do? Cool. Eventually, the doors open and you see this woman. She has dark skinned braids that fall on the side of her head down by her ear. And in each of the braids, there's what looks to be a bronze ring attached to them. She's dressed in this dark yellow cloth, and she carries a rapier at her side, my nemesis. A rapier at her side, and as she opens the doors, she looks to you all. You can see the freckles over her nose. You see Rasmodius stands up. Yo! There's just a heavy sigh from this woman. Lieutenant, Commander, who are these people? These are our allies. Fate's defectors, it would seem. Right. I'm Kadeen Bronzehand. It's nice to meet you. My partner is outside. Let's get this thing started. She pulls a seat and you all pull seats as well. And as the planning goes, for the sake of brevity, I'll expedite it. You see that the two things that the commander has explained to you guys, one, there's Red Ruin. You know that Red Ruin was an independent, powerful individual. They essentially took on jobs similar to how you guys are doing. About 4 years ago, they disappeared. They were known for being wicked with the lance. They would arrive in charge into battle with a lance and a shield. Clad in all red armor, they were brutal when it came to jobs to defeat or quell or anything of that nature, which led them to be named Red Ruin as a title. Their name is now unknown. They've only ever gone by Red Ruin for the last 15 years, but they've developed a bit of an infamy. Their jobs started coming less and less and less for their brutal tactics. They've done work for some of the mercenary guilds, the mercenary companies here in this continent, but they've never been officially inducted into any organization. They're holistically an independent individual. The attack on Zevel's Landing is the next thing that's brought up. The dragons have been seen in about a 50 to 100 mile radius outside of the city quite frequently. More than one of them. They see Igneal, they see Viridius, they see Shadrax. Those 3 dragons, the red, the green, and the black ones, have been spotted flying around Zevel's Landing, coming from the coast, not outwardly breathing their breath weapons on the city, but definitely imposing their force and their just size and nature and strength, their magical prowess over the city, letting themselves be known. In the recent months, it hasn't been uncommon for a dragon to fly overhead, everyone take cover, waiting for an attack. So they believe that an attack is imminent. A third thing is brought up as the commander speaks once again. We need to condense our forces, split them between those 2 high potent areas. However, we have 3 embankments that are currently tied up. To the northwest of here, there's a small village. They've recently undergone a plague of devils. A powerful succubus sorcerer stands in the center of that village, controlling it. My men were sent to stop this. They've been returning in droves, weakened, bruised, and some not returning at all. He places the last piece, a small, very caricature of a devil placed by the town, or where the village would be on the map. These 3 spots are things that we all need to hit simultaneously. I've called you in here because we need to plan how we're going to divvy up our forces. Kadeen and Rasmodius will travel together. I will go alone, and then you all will go to the third. As you are my guests, I'll allow you the first place to pick. So you guys have an option. You can go to Zevel's Landing and await a dragon attack. You can go find Red Ruin and encounter them, or you can go to the small village and quell the devils that are kind of stopping the forces from regrouping.
I'll vote for the last one.
I kind of like the devil one as well, honestly. That
Yeah,
was
because
kind of what I
it'll
was
piss
thinking.
Somebody off.
I mean, hey, I'm a paladin. I get extra smite dice when I hit devils.
At all.
And AJ, my sword doesn't do the D10 on devils and undead anymore, right?
Don't believe so.
Okay.
I can check. I don't know.
I don't see it on the weapon, so it looks like you changed it after you.
No, I didn't change it. We'll check.
Okay.
Karina, Brad, and Juice, thoughts?
I'll even just ask, this Red Ruin, are you aware of any associations that they have? They seem very similar to another group that we've kind of interacted with before, also clad in red.
My understanding, no. Red Ruin is an independent actor of sorts. In fact, their name hasn't popped up in any job taken in the last few years. My theory is that they've thrown their lot in with the Sovereign Sons. To what end, I don't know. Hence, the questioning. I would prefer to bring Red Ruin back here for understanding. Killing them isn't really what I'm after.
I think the devils, that's what everyone's kind of leaning towards.
I'll defer to the group.
Giannis, what about you?
I would prefer the Red Rune.
Okay. So let's put
Two
it
for
up. Y'all
devils,
talk.
one for Red Rune. Yeah.
So who wants
What's-
Red Ruin? We got Giannis. Anyone else? Who wants to go to Zevel's Landing?
No
Who
thanks.
wants to do the Devils?
Me.
Okay, a resounding, a resounding. I will pass
Look,
it back
man.
to you to
Look,
deliberate.
man, you said the
amongst-
succubus is there. I'm looking at.
There's a
Listen,
single
all the people
succubus
that come back bruised and
There's
weakened.
there's a succubus sorcerer. You need to be stopped. You're a problem. You need to be stopped.
Calm yourself.
I will allow you all to deliberate amongst yourselves in character, and then deliver the decision.
So it seems like these days. Look, I'm not exactly looking to throw myself in the path of another city being attacked by a dragon. Which is kind of my thoughts about that. The other one, I just feel like the other people might be more well equipped for that. I think we could probably deal with the devils. I think that's maybe
It's the most
maybe how we
doable
go.
for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, quick test run.
And also, I really want to.
For
Okay.
reasons.
You're kind of giddy about this. What's up with that, by the way?
Okay, all right. I want
Ark,
to back
Ark looks so like smugly like.
Well, if it's gonna make him that happy, then for that reason alone, I vote we go that direction. Because I have no strong feelings about that way or the other. Although I do want to hear from Giannis why she wants to go after Red Ruin. If there's any particular reason other than it sounds cool.
Yeah, maybe you can change your mind, Jones.
I just sound like capturing someone might not be that hard.
You're not friends with any devils, are you, Giannis? We're not gonna be hurting
Giannis,
your friends.
no,
No.
not even one.
Okay.
Well,
I'm sure that's accurate. So we're agreed?
Yes. I think that's the fastest we've ever made a decision.
Yeah, right.
That was
We're
a
getting better
quick
every
decision,
day.
gang. You relay this to the commander. Right, well, I'll be going to Zevel's Landing and staking out there. If you finish early, meet me there. If you haven't heard of anything by then the city's safe. Lieutenant, you'll be going with Kadeen and Argivar to find Red Ruin. I want them back here. Quick. Arm yourselves. Get what you need. Let me know before you leave, and I'll see if I can find something to aid you on your journey.
much appreciated.
Anything you guys want to do here with
Yes.
Kadeen? She's yes. Go ahead, Giannis.
No, not Kadeen. I want to do something in the city.
Cool.
I jumped. in.
Absolutely. Sure. So before, no problem. We're gonna get to that. Right here in this war room. What do you guys want to do?
Where on the map is the town near Safe and Demons?
About right here on the border, right by the mountains.
Okay, not too far.
I do have a question, actually. When we're successful, assuming, right? Where should we go to Zevel's Landing? Should we come back here? Should we? Where would?
Zevel's Landing.
He said go to. He said meet me
Oh,
at Zevel's
okay.
Landing after
Yeah.
you're done. if you
Got
haven't
it.
heard of
Okay, perfect. Got it. Perfect. All right. Sorry, skipped out on that part. Hey, let's
Cool. No problem.
And,
Anything else?
We need to go to Zevel's Landing anyway, don't we? For the sisters.
Yeah, and he mentioned at one point there is someone in Zevel's Landing, yeah. For me.
Great.
That's right. Yeah, for you.
And what else? Are they gonna provide us transport? I'm assuming yes.
No. You have to hoof it,
We
baby.
have to hoof it.
All right, then let's try to get
Send
some
ball
horses.
wagons.
And ball wagons.
Oh, your garage.
Now we have money to pay for one.
We're kind of bred it up, gang.
We kind of got that.
We have money.
Alright.
Can't wait to not be bred it up in about 3 seconds when I send it off.
Alright, then I guess we're ready.
All right. You break. You see Rasmodius is talking to KD, and he's like, "Come on, let me just ride with you guys. Like, Arkvar loves me. He doesn't. He does not like me. It's gotta be racist. It's gotta be racist." Okay, well, I'll meet you at Dora Highlands. All right. You see Rasmodius addresses you all. I'm heading out of here, so sorry to cut this short. I know I just saw you guys, but no time like the present. If you guys need anything, you got that sending stone?
Yep.
Keep it close.
Roger that.
I actually think that Jory has it, but yes.
Okay.
What?
See you guys later. And you see Rasmodius starts to leave. Kadeen takes her leave not too long after as well, until it's just you and the commander. Right, well, I'm not really your commander, so I don't really have the authority to dismiss you. Nevertheless, you are all dismissed.
Thanks, Doug.
Thank you. That
You
hasn't
two
stopped me
stay
from
back for a
dismissing
second.
your soldiers, so.
I heard about that. Stay back for a bit.
Me?
Both of
Okay. Ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sure.
Are you
The
gonna
rest of you
school?
guys start to leave as the two sisters remain. Must I not stress the importance of overplaying a hand?
Maybe?
I'm not here to scold you, but
Oh.
I'm here to scold you.
Oh.
You two have the fortune of having affluent members of your family. That is not a good thing nor a bad thing. It is just a fact. My brother and I would often get into arguments about your upbringing. However, loath I am to admit it, he is often right most of the time. In fact, I think he's too smart for his own good. He knew you would come here, and he knew that we would be having this conversation, which is why, and he reaches deep into his bag and pulls out a small staff. He squeezes it and it extends into a actual like a Gandalf staff. He had the foresight to imbue this with a spell from a well-renowned mage. I assume he didn't give this to me to use, so I'm giving it to you, Rosemary.
Thank you. This is from him?
This is from him.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
Before he left the city of Endymion.
Oh, so very recently?
Yes.
That was after he scolded us.
Yeah,
A
he
lot of
did come here
scolding
to scold
both
us.
of you, it seems.
Yeah, it would seem. Thank you. Takes the staff.
A spell in there. And he kind of closed his eyes. A legendary mage has embedded a spell in there. Use it well.
Which mage?
A legendary one.
I'll find out.
What makes
Go.
it magical? It's magical.
I have preparations to make.
I'm gonna
Rose,
give
you
her
can
Uncle
add
Hub.
in spelled staff to your inventory. It is a
Yep.
rare with a spell level of 3. It has Arcane Aegis embedded in the staff.
Let's go.
Oh my God. Would you look at that?
He's here somewhere, okay? He's here somewhere in the world.
He's here somewhere.
He's here somewhere.
Everyone's just looking.
He's an adult now. We're not gonna be able to treat him like a kid.
Ooh.
I
He is an
assume
adult now. He'd be like,
spelled,
he'd be like 40, 50
spelled
now, yeah.
quarterstaff, I assume?
And spelled staff. Yep, it's from 2024.
Yeah.
So, the spell is determined when the staff is created and can be at any school of magic. 6 charges regain 1d6 charges daily at dawn. When holding it, you can expend 1 charge to cast the spell. You expend the staff's last charge, roll 1d20. On a 1, it just becomes a regular non-magical quarterstaff.
Yeah.
So it's 1 charge to cast that spell.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Throwing it back to Giannis. You said you wanted to do something in the city. What you want to do? And that is Ryan's victory in Jeopardy.
Oh,
Ooh.
sick.
Take the dub, Ryan.
I will take the dub.
I want
Yeah,
to
that's back to
buy a potion of healing.
Okay, so you want to go shopping, or is there anything else? Because I assume a lot of people want to go shopping.
I just want a potion of healing and a thief's tools kit, and that's it.
Cool. Easily enough. We can definitely do that. All right. What are the rest of you guys doing? Yep.
I would
75.
also like to buy potions.
Cool. I assume we're gonna go shopping.
Yeah.
Now
Where
that
are
we
we
got
going?
a band.
Now that you got a band.
Band.
How much did now since I have like 1,000 gold, can I afford anything at our favorite Liao blacksmith?
Sakamoto?
Yeah.
Great question. I just want to get where everyone's going. So, are we all going in groups? Are we all going together? Are we breaking off? What do we want to get?
Did Sakamoto deal? Thanks, Carter. Did Sakamoto deal in just weapons, or was it armor as well?
It was weapons and armor. Mostly weapons, though. He wasn't really like a armor craft. He was mainly he's a master. I just realized like in WoW they have like master swordsmith. That's Sakamoto.
Did I when we were like walking around there, like Blacksmith's Road, did we see anyone that was like master armorsmith?
Not really like a master armor smith, no, but they were like stores of armory. Sakamoto's probably like the best smith that came to Andamiri at your guys' behest.
All right, I'll go to Sakamoto first.
All right.
Might
Let me go ahead and
as
get
well see
these.
the boy first.
Is anyone else going to Sakamoto?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll head up there.
Okay. Let me just go ahead and get my little thing pulled up for all the magic items. Y'all can do your things while I go ahead and get all this.
What's the Reaper's soft embrace?
That is like a morgue for the Reaper. It's when people are like very sick and dying, they soothe their pain and send them off to the other world.
Cedric will go play for the people
assisted
over there
suicide.
today.
Not that era. It's just letting people pass. They don't kill them.
Oh, okay.
Could I go play some music for them today then?
For sure.
Cool.
We also
Where
have
the
a
fuck
beast.
is this?
Beast.
Boost.
Mine's sleeping.
Beast meet
She's
up.
cinnamon roll. She's there. She's sleeping.
You don't want to meet up with this bitch. She's crazy.
Look at her. There she is in her prime. Oh,
You do not want to get anywhere near this cat.
that's what I get.
Lulu left me when my sister came, but she was laying on my feet for a majority of the session.
Damn.
Liar.
Should I go stuff for magic items I want, or
But yeah. Hey, listen.
We're gonna start with Sakamoto. We'll do that first. All right. You guys enter on in to the First Lotus, and you see him not smithing today. You see the bandage around his missing arm is still wrapped and it's fresh, now kind of having a covering instead of just the bandage. The doors are always open here. And as you enter in, you do see that same sword embedded in the front of the store, just a little ways away as almost like a display. You enter in, he sees you all, his hair's pulled in that top knot, he still has the prayer beads around his neck. Ah, it's good to see you all.
the city was with? How are you doing?
Yes,
How was
well.
your
Everything has been going well. I have no complaints. Business is very well.
Mark, you want to say anything?
How can I be of service?
We just recently came into some money. Looking to get rid of some.
And I am here to assist. What can I help you find?
I'm more suited to shields more than anything else. I know that's not really your specialty, but we're going to stop here first.
Yes, well, while we're making a list, shields, anything else?
Things that have a bit of something that requires two hands to hold.
Something I believe can be done. Anything else?
How much does it cost if I want to?
What's some armor, actually?
How much does it cost if you want to what?
To enchant something. I want to, like, hey, can you make this better or make this magical?
It would depend on the
We're gonna be
enchantment
leaving town,
nature
so-
and the time needed to do so.
+1 rapier, or any kind of magical rapier that you might have as well.
Okay.
Armors as well. Medium armor would be fabulous.
Me too for that.
All right, let's break this down. Let me just get all this pulled up.
Imagine using armor.
I will smite you.
You hit. Arch's out here in a fucking t-shirt and jeans.
He has a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Like, just going through it, he does have a +1 shield. That is gonna be a pretty penny though, because anything that boosts armor class costs a lot of money. Armor's infinitely more expensive than weapons.
Yeah.
+1 shield is gonna run you 1,800. He's probably gonna give it to you for about like 16, 17 if you buy a lot. But you could also potentially persuade him a bit lower. There's also Vendrick across the way that also has magical wondrous items as well. There is Mithril half plate, Mariner's plate, a couple of weapons of warning. There are +1 weapons as well. But the flag item is a Vorpal sword that has just finished being crafted and it's in a glass case in the back.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, I'll take it.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
There's like 1,000,000 gold.
You guys feel
does he-
free, talk to him. You've mentioned a couple of things, but feel free. Like ask if he has something and I'll tell you straight up if he does or not.
Does he have what was the highest class in medium armor breastplate?
The highest class of medium armor that he has here, I believe, is half plate.
What do I have actually?
Half.
Yeah, I'm wearing
plate.
scale mail, so I could. be
Half plate
improved.
base is like 750 gold without any magical stuff on it.
Mhm.
I can meet
What's
AC of
the? Yeah, I was about to ask what the AC of the best medium. armor would be.
15
base
plus
AC
dex
15.
for half plate. So 15
That's
plus
worse than
dex
I got
for half.
now.
It's
Oh
15
no, it's
plus-
because
Yeah, your dex.
I use con because I'm a marauder.
Yeah, so it would be that plus your con.
So
To a max
how
of 2.
much?
To a max of 2, though.
Damn. So my AC will go up by one.
Every armor. That's every armor. Is max
Yeah.
of 2. Anything that's not heavy is max of 2.
Does he have any magical ranged weapons? Maybe something I can use with one hand.
Like a crossbow.
Yeah, like so then if something's far away, I have some options.
I mean, yeah, he has a +1 crossbow.
How much would that be?
Let's find out.
And I have one other question after this. That's all right.
Logging it in here. Yeah, a +1 crossbow. Really, any +1 weapon, just for the sake of it, just for the sake of ease. Any +1 weapon is going to be is going to be 600 gold pieces.
I have my chakrams that they come back if I miss. Is there any way that he can make them magical, knife plus one bonus magical, and so they always come back?
That would require like a commission. He'd have to take them. You wouldn't have access to them, and he'd have to work on them. It's not something that he can just bing.
Well, no, I assume so. But like, how much?
He's not an enchanter. That would probably go to Vendrick for something like, yeah, I can put this enchantment on it. He's more of like a smith. He's more of like a forger.
Okay.
He's the Tantamatic to my Admitha. So.
Yeah. All right. So go ahead, guys.
Can I put a pin in this shield and like let you know in like 2 minutes when I see what the other guy has?
Vendrick has? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool, for sure. Cassian, anything from you?
No.
Nothing from you? All right.
As we entered and left, I want to acknowledge the sword that's on the stand. Like, give it a nod, as if train it as if it's not an object, because it's someone in there.
Okay. Rose, Marjorie, Giannis, Cedric, you're going over to the Reaper's Embrace. You're just trying to kind of play some music. A couple of clergy there. They at first they're like, okay, but you play this very soft, somber tune. Give me a performance check if you'd be so kind.
All right, let's give it a go.
All right.
9. They give you 3 copper pieces from their collection bowl. And they definitely do it as like a thank you very much.
Yeah, no, I just put it back. No. Thank you for letting me practice. Sorry if it made it harder on you than easier.
Music is always a welcome in this place.
He bows respectfully, but no, he doesn't take their money. That's not what it's for.
Marjorie and Rose, anything from you two?
I would like to buy a few potions.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I was just gonna go to
you're going to
Vendrick's.
Vendrick. Cool.
Yeah.
Giannis, you're also going to Vendrick's to get some potions, I assume. So we'll say all 6 of you guys meet up at Vendrick's. As you enter in the purple and black silks, you see the same elven man do the same greeting every time. Fellow travelers! And he slides down the rail. Welcome to Vendrick's. Wonderful oddities. Name notwithstanding, you know what this place is. Have any more things for me to inspect at the Arcanus Adeptum?
Everyone's here?
Everyone's here.
Nothing to inspect this time. You did help us a lot, though. Thank you. So now we have some money to spend at your store.
I love to hear it. May I interest you in a Ring of Fire Elemental Command? Only 17,000 gold pieces.
You overestimate us.
I appear I do overestimate you, but nonetheless, please, how can I help today?
Oh.
Terrence, bring some refreshments.
Show me what you got.
All right, so I'm gonna go down through the. Let me regenerate this because I think I put it in wrong. Yeah, I definitely put it in wrong. There it is. So no armor here. Vendrick doesn't sell armor. He has enchanted like shields, but not armor. Like not really. He's not really an armor guy. He can enchant. That's the biggest thing for Vendrick. He does a lot of enchanting. So I'm going to go down, starting with armor. He has Mariner's Plate, Plate Armor of Resistance, Scale Mail Armor of Resistance, Ring Mail Armor of Resistance, Half Plate of Resistance, +3 Shield, +3 Ring Mail, a Ring of Mind Shielding, a bunch of scrolls of different spells, a Staff of Fire, a Crossbow of Warning, a Warhammer of Warning, ammunition, a Flame Tongue Short Sword, a Frostbrand Rapier, a Battle Axe, He has all +1s, +2s, and +3s that you could ask. And then as far as wondrous item, he has 3 robes of useful items, a set of dust of dryness, a deck of illusions, a Qual's feather token anchor, and a couple of other things that are way outside your pay grade.
How much is the flame tongue short sword?
Great question. The flame tongue short sword is going to be 2,000 gold pieces.
Right there.
What does the Frostbrand Rapier do again, and how much is it?
The Frostbrand is essentially a flame tongue.
It's one dice
it's a-
instead of 2.
Exactly. So, and you don't have to activate it. So it's always activated. That's the benefit of it. Because if the flame tongue is ever
a
left
very-
from your hand,
Frostbrands are
Yeah, it's
very
a
rare.
bonus action.
yep,
Light
it's a
up.
bonus action to do. And if it ever drops from your hand, then the flames light out and you got a bonus action reactivate it. A Frostbrand is a bit better because you just draw it and it's an extra 1d6 cold damage the whole time. In addition, you have resistance to fire damage when you wield the Frostbrand. It is a very rare item.
How much is that?
Shouldn't be a very rare item, but it is a very rare item. Additionally, in freezing temperatures, it sheds bright light, and when you draw, you can extinguish all non-magical flames within 30 feet of you.
How much is that one?
That one is 2,500 gold pieces.
If I offer my
Or
rapier
just
in
for
exchange,
action.
how much is it? If I offer my rapier in exchange, how much is the lower the price?
He looks at it and he goes, pretty unique enchantment, not of this plane. I could take this for 700, 650 trading value.
So brings you down like 1,500.
Yeah, which means I would just need a little help in order to get the flame tongue, or a
You
little
can
more
also
help to get
arm yourselves with +1 weapons at this level for 600 to kind of get a small boost while you continue building your wealth.
True.
How much was the Ring of Mind Shielding?
Gotta find rings. Where did you go?
Does he have any books, by the way?
What do you mean books?
Tomes, texts, old things like that?
He definitely does. As far as like mechanical magical items, not prevalently. The Ring of Mind Shielding, you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are aligned, know your alignment, or know your creature type. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it, and you can use an action to cause the ring to become invisible until you use another action to make it visible. If you die while wearing it, your soul enters it. If you remember, this ring was Beltharius the Bone White's ring.
Can I?
How much is that? That is gonna be 700 gold pieces.
For a Ring of Mind Shielding.
Not bad,
Yep.
honestly.
I mean, it prevents people from knowing your type, telling if you're lying, and reading your thoughts.
Should I even ask if they have anything like specific? Like, is that what he has?
You absolutely can ask something specific for Vendrick, absolutely.
Would he have a either boots, or a cape of elven kind? And also, does that work the same way in 2024?
Let's see. I found this new thing where I can just kind of re-roll like 4 items. We'll find out.
Fancy.
Boots of Elven Kind, he did get the roll on that.
How much? I'm looking
That is going to be 650.
It's pretty good.
Because
An
I
advantage
didn't take
on stealth checks and no sound when you're moving across surface.
Especially for what I'm about to.
because I didn't take the coin from the dodo job. I don't have enough to get the rapier.
Would he take the blood sphere as any trade-in value? I forget what it does, but I have it.
Looking over the weapon that's dripping with with this prevalent blood, he's like, I'll give you 400 for it.
So 250 gold on top of the spirit, right? What was it? 60?
250. Yep.
I'll do that.
Cool.
So I'm at 1545.
Before I get into potions for everybody, I'm just doing magic items. So Marjorie, Rose, Giannis, Cedric, any magic items that you guys want, I know now.
The only thing I want to like check, you know how there's the magic items that are like, there's the ones that are like unique to the specific classes, like they give you, I don't know what the mage one does. I think it gives you something on
Arcane
Arcane
Grimoire.
Recovery.
Arcane
Is that it?
Grimoires.
Rain protection.
Can I look through the scrolls?
Ooh, rings. Yeah.
Let's see.
Arc's likes it up his new boots.
For spellcasters, I keep it easy. All those unique. So the Bard's Drum, the Rhythm Maker's Drum, the Rod of the Pact Keeper, the Arcane Grimoire, all that shit is going to be the same price as +1, or as a little bit more because they also increase your spell save DC. I say +1 items for weapons are 600. For the Arcane Grimoire and all those type of items, I'm going to say they're 750 because they also increase your spell save DC.
Yeah, for sure. I'll just take that then, and that's me done.
Oh, you can do an Arcane Grimoire +1.
Could I also get one? What would I search?
I think that would be a
Bloodwell
Bloodwell vial.
Bloodwell.
I'll take the drum. Okay, I'm done. I don't have any more.
750. Giannis, anything from you?
Nope, I'm done.
Cool. Save that money.
Ring protection?
Let's see.
Sorry.
Rhythm Protection is a lot of money.
Could be like two
That's
bands.
3,500 gold. That's 3,500 gold pieces. Rhythm
They're
Protection
hot,
is a
okay.
go-to item.
Yeah, they're really good.
But what about the cloak protection?
Oh,
3,000 gold pieces.
Really? Wow, I'm first left.
how about two-handed weapons there? Flame tongue two-handers, frostbrand grit two-handers, crystal blades.
Crystal blades.
Whoa.
Let's see. Give me Orc Splitter.
Oh my
Alright.
gosh! Wait, this is
Orc
this is-
Splitter is crazy.
The big black mace.
The bonkening.
Can you load for me, Daddy?
What's
Load
this
for me. I think I
called?
broke the
Bonker.
generator. I think I broke the generator. Give me one sec. I'm pretty sure my generator just fucking was like,
What generator are you using?
5e Magic Shop.
Or even like a
That's
sword, like a
what I said.
weapon of wounding,
Let's see.
which
Let's
are
see,
also
let's see, let's see.
cool. The new weapon of wounding is perfect.
What does it do?
So good.
They changed it so instead of it being like tick damage, it's similar to like a frostbrand or a flame tongue. It does 2d6 necrotic, and you make a con save to be unable to regain hit points for an hour.
Wow.
You get to make the save. Actually, a two-handed weapon of wounding would be fabulous.
Good. He does have a greatsword flame tongue.
Okay.
Let's see.
Halo.
He does have a long sword crystal blade. Versatile. You know, you can still get
Yeah,
two-handed.
I can
properties with
two-hand
it.
it. I can two-hand it.
Yeah, two-handed it. As far as weapons of wounding, I don't think so, buddy. Let's see. Oh, there it is. It is a rapier of wounding. And it's 2,400 gold pieces.
I'm gonna ask.
It's strong. They're good, man. They're good. They are good.
anything that I can throw with Dex?
Fucking
I just
shit.
because
with next.
yeah, because Kay said that, and I was like, oh
Um,
yeah, I don't have any ranged options either.
I mean, daggers,
Crystal
boomerangs.
blades. Crystal
Yeah.
blade for me would be a D10 slashing plus a D8 radiant.
And you can
Pretty
heal with it.
good. And I
pretty
get 3
expensive
charges, and
to
I can
heal.
I can heal I can heal a little bit.
I have a question with Crystal Blade.
Mhm.
It says I heal for the amount of radiant that I deal. So if I smite with it,
No,
do I?
no.
No.
The radiant
only
is
from
dealt
the
by the
blade.
weapon. How much
Got it.
is there is a flame tongue greatsword?
There is a flame tongue greatsword.
How much she cost?
That is going to be pretty penny, bro. Pretty penny. It's gonna be about 2,400 for the greatsword.
But you got
2,000 for the long sword.
how much you got?
I got 2,100.
I'll cover you.
You
If
see.
you would have dropped to 0, I got you. Bro, flame tongue greatsword.
I don't have anything else. We're level 4.
Bro, a flame tongue greatsword.
I'm not. I
is
can't.
Stupid.
The only way I could pay for it on my own is if I offer up Honor's Last Stand, and that was given to me by the progenitor of
ghost.
my faction. I can't get rid of it. I'm not. No,
Bro, I got
no,
you. I
they'll
got you.
haunt me.
I got you.
How much does he need?
I have 2,100. It costs 24.
I got you.
So
Take 3.
someone to spawn 300.
Take 3.
Give me that sword.
Yeah, let's get fire damage as we go to fight devils.
Listen. For
Yeah,
after.
great
It's for
idea.
I don't give a
after.
fuck. I don't give a fuck.
It's
I don't give a
for
fuck.
Yeah, I'm
after.
just saying.
I don't give a fuck. There's plenty of
Well-
things I can hit.
Yep, absolutely.
It's for later. And it's
Big
packed.
spooky reborn guy with also a werewolf and a burning sword.
AJ,
Yes.
can I get some holy water?
Holy water, absolutely.
A flame tongue great sword.
That's
adding
Good
it
thing.
to my
smart.
inventory.
We can pick up.
A flask of holy water, for actually like quite a bit of it, is 25. They sell them in 25 gold pieces, it seems. But I would say you would get 3.
Cool.
If you throw it on it, then it's a dex save, 8 plus your dex mod, and proficiency bonus. And they take 2d8 radiant if they're a fiend or an undead.
Man, I was swimming at 1,000.
You're also a cleric, Giannis. You could consecrate holy water.
I
You
just
are.
don't know.
The funny,
know.
the fun thing with that is she'll read the cost of the powdered silver
It's
equals the cost
true.
of
20. So yeah, 25 regardless.
Are we
Yeah.
using? We're not using 2024 rulings on the weapons yet.
We are.
Anything like that. We are.
We
Great
are.
swords have graze. If I
The weapon
miss,
masters we're going to get into before next week.
yeah. Cool.
Great
Like
I
great sword.
do believe though that weapon masteries don't apply to magic items on effects that they grant. I don't
It
believe.
says I'm looking at Flame Tongue, and it says weapons, damage, properties, and mastery. So it looks like it
No.
does.
Okay, I know that the great sword damage does. I don't know if the extra damage from like a crystal blade. I need to double check on that. I
Yeah.
know the base
That
damage
I would assume
does.
not. No.
The base
Yeah,
damage
just-
always does because it's a great sword. But the like for the 2d6 fire, I don't know if that applies on the weapon mastery. I need to
No,
double
it just
check. I'll
because
get
the
back to you.
quality, because this just says if your attack roll misses, you deal damage equal to the ability modifier. So it's got nothing to do with the damage type of the
Cool.
weapon, or the
Perfect.
damage type of
Yep.
the weapon.
Yep. Yes.
We have, I believe they're called Goggles of the Night.
Let's see. Let's do another roll.
Alright.
No, you're good. That's what we do. That's why I got this thing. Let's
What
see.
ma-
Let's see.
weapon
let's
mastery
see.
is the rapier
Goggles of
set?
Night? Yeah. Yeah.
They just give you dark vision, right?
Yep. That's all they do. 400.
So we'll do that.
Do you have any
Because I'm a human.
Goggles of Night, dark vision out to 60 feet.
Ah, okay. What's the word
Anything
mastery?
else for? We're gonna get into all of that next week before we
Alright,
before next week starts. 'Cause you have to pick your weapon masteries. I believe. I need to look into that.
After a long rest, you can switch them out. Is this how many you can have at once?
Anything for weapons or armor before I go into wondrous items and then scrolls and potions. Actually, I think I did wondrous items too, so I was going to scrolls and potions. Anyone for scrolls and potions? I know there were a couple people that said potions.
I would just like to get a healing potion or two.
All potions are good for us now because all potions are bonus actions with 2024.
Ooh.
All potions are good now.
Is there like a limit to how many healing potions you can buy? Yeah, like 50, obviously, but like, you have like a lot of them?
Like, I don't know, 7 perhaps? One for each of us.
Oh, I thought that
I have
you
three.
were gonna buy 7. I was like,
No, I was just thinking enough.
Load in upper
like the fucking
pockets.
bandolier of healing potions. Like,
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm fine. I'm good.
I'm gonna go
I'm
through all the
set.
potions. I'm gonna go through all the potions in order of price.
Cool.
Okay. So we got an elixir of health, 120. Potion of fire breath, 150. Potion of mind reading, 180. Potion of heroism, 180. Potion of invisibility, 180. Potion of animal friendship, 200. Potion of diminution, 270.
Make them
Potion
little.
of resistances are all 300. Potion of gaseous form is 300. Potion of speed is 400. Potions of spirit healing, I'll ignore that for a second. Potion of flying is 5. Potion of vitality is 960, and potion of vulnerability is 45. And then potion of longevity for 12,000.
The potion of speed is just a haste.
Potion of speed. You gain the effects of the haste spell for 1 minute.
Yeah.
No
so-
concentration required. The potion's yellow fluid is streaked with blackened swirls.
So
and with
that one
blackened
might be
swirls.
crazy. I can't buy shit, but
can I get sorry, math. Take it back.
How much was the elixir of health again? I'm sorry.
You're good. The elixir of health is 120. It removes the blinded, deaf, and paralyzed and poisoned conditions.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that.
How much are greater?
Well, he'll
Oh, she won't be blind anymore.
Yeah.
Fucked up. That's fucked up what you just
There's
said.
no potion that can heal that.
I can wait.
Potions of superior are 450. Potions of regular healing are 50. Potions of greater healing are 150.
I'm gonna drop
I could have sworn I had. Oh, I do have healing potions. It's like, oh.
I could get a lot of potions, but I'd be almost as broke as Cassian.
AJ, instead, could I actually just do a normal healing potion?
I'll say the max that y'all can get as a party is 10.
I just want one. I'm just buying one.
Just out of curiosity, did Here or Negasiga have any of the whip weapons? Magical whips?
After I said we were done with weapons.
This whole thing with Kokotai is just all the exotic weapons. Give me chakrams, give me whips, give me all the
Fucking
yeah,
weird
just
shit.
the fucking Elden Ring
Yeah,
DLC.
I have a +1 whip for 600.
Do you have the whip that what was it called? Is there any of the other named whips?
All I got right here.
Okay.
Most magic shops are just gonna have standard like +1 enchantments, like resistant armor. If for like named stuff like Hue, like Goblin Slayers, like shit like that, you're gonna have to go find out in the world.
Yeah, there was a whip of like incineration or something that was extra D6 damage.
Yeah, like most stuff like that, you're gonna have to find out in the world. A Frost brand and a Flame brand. That's pretty like standard, you know.
Roger, Roger.
I'm gonna drop. I did the math. You can do it again, obviously. Want to? I'm gonna drop 810 gold on 2 potions of invisibility and 3 greater healings. So 180, 180, and then 150, 150, 150.
810, yep.
I'll get 1 potion of healing.
Okay, 50. Marjorie, Giannis, I know you said you wanted, and Rose, you also wanted potions.
I just wanted a healing potion. I'm good.
Cool. Giannis, Marjorie,
I want
or Rose?
a healing
Cool.
potion.
50, 150, 450. Anything else, gang?
Can you
I'm
tell me
good.
what the bard item is called again? I couldn't
It's the
find it.
Rhythm Maker's drum, I believe. It's in Tasha's if you want to open up that.
Gives you a lot of extra stuff.
Yep, Rhythm Maker's drum. Anything else, gang?
Can I? Not shopping wise, but could I do something?
Yeah, absolutely. What do you want to do?
Can I just outside the city gates? Could I just light a bonfire?
Okay.
I just want to look how the flame is.
Flame is natural.
Yeah.
You know, the embers are burning. It seems to die out fairly quickly as well.
And I want to concentrate on the devil. Actually, I'm gonna summon my the little imp.
You attempt to
Alright.
put your intent on this flame.
Yep.
And nothing comes to you.
Okay. Cool.
You feel a force, like your own magical intent, push through the flame, and you feel it burn out before it reaches its destination. Anything else, Jonas?
No, that's it. I just want to check
Okay.
something.
Okay. Anyone else? You all done shopping?
I would like to talk to Giannis after that happens. Unbeknownst to me, obviously, but after that.
Let's resolve shopping first. Are we all done shopping?
Yeah.
Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Sold! Arceus, the floor is yours. You find Giannis at this bonfire outside, now dying. The embers burned as she lets it die out.
Hey,
Hello? Evening?
I'm not gonna take back what I said about how things went down with the creature, with the Ogama.
That is fair.
In regards to what you did, I'm not gonna take back what I said. But what I said after, personal attack on you, I do want to apologize for that. Told that to me in confidence, and I used it to hurt you. I shouldn't have done that.
We all make mistakes. That's fine.
So I don't know what kind of like connection there is between all the shit that's happening. But I'd like to think that we can be friends eventually.
I'm looking for someone. The guy who raised me.
Where he is? Do you reckon?
The only thing I saw was a portal. And a missing arm. With this weapon. Thanks.
I'll leave you to your fire. Goes Wall Dragon's Eye.
Anything else anyone wants to do? All right, you gather your freshly gotten wares and you begin to set off. You spend one more night at the Gilded Harp before leaving in the morning to head north by northwest, heading to the small village where a succubus with sorceress abilities is terrorizing this village. Too powerful for a small brigade of Azure Blades to take alone. You all have been sent by the commander himself of the Crimson Scales Mercenary Company to quell this and bring the soldiers back to engage on all fronts against the Sovereign Sons. While you all are doing this, Lieutenant Rasmodius and Kadeen Bronzehand, Dragon Rider of Argivar, the Bronze Dragon, seek to find an individual named as Red Ruin and bring them in for questioning, while the commander goes to Zevel's Landing with the intent to protect the city from any imminent draconic attack, urging you all to return to him when you all are complete with your job. But for now, however, we spend one last night in Andamiria before heading off the next morning. And as we set off, we're going to end our session here and level up to level 5.
Woo!